Okay, everybody, if you find your way back here now, we definitely have functioning audio. I apologize for that. I don't exactly know what's happening. Round two. Yeah, you can hear me now, right? Now we definitely have functioning audio. I apologize for that. Oh, and now I have nonsense. Okay. Jeez Louise, kids. All right. Hey, Pick with Joy. Nice to see you. Howdy, dudes. Howdy, howdy. We're going to do some screen sharing. We're going to talk about some estate sale stuff. Here, I'll put the new link up for anybody who wants to join. If anybody doesn't know about this show, I guess I should actually introduce it. This is an open hangout for sellers to connect. And I am nervy. Kayla knows that I'm nervy. Anyway, this is a way for sellers to connect, and there's no advertising on this channel. And I don't know. It's probably boring to people who aren't resellers, but I like to talk about stuff that's boring. And sometimes I drink beer, and sometimes I say stupid things, and sometimes I actually say smart things, and sometimes that surprises me. So, the show, it's not really a show. It's just me and other people who can tolerate my voice. But now it's hilarious. So my sound wasn't working, and your video is all crazy pixelated. Like you look like Max Headroom.
No, I know, and it usually goes away after a while, but it will do that for like 20 minutes, and I don't know why. It's probably because I have a shitty webcam.
It's probably because you have a shitty webcam. You know. How are you? Nice to see you.
Good.
What's new?
Nothing. Just working. I actually had a good eBay day today, so.
So you stirred up the cauldron and like the sales started falling through the cracks.
All I had to do was complain a little bit.
All I had to do was complain a little bit. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just have to complain.
I mean, you know, the thing is, I didn't blame anybody. I didn't say that eBay had turned my lights off, which is like, I hate that phrase with the fire of a million suns. eBay turned off my lights and doesn't want me to make money. No, it just happens. Shit happens sometimes.
Impossible. I mean, I've had like $1,000 days followed by $70 days.
Exactly.
I always sell something, but sometimes it's you gotta think about it as an average, you know.
I think on what was it, Tuesday I made like $27.
Ooh.
I mean, that was just eBay. I did okay on Poshmark and Mercari, which is why you need to diversify, everybody.
Absolutely. I would say that if you're selling on a single platform, you're making a large mistake. Because especially in the Amazon realm, like tomorrow they could tell you that they don't like you for some random reason, like you sold a DeWalt battery or something that was lithium, and that lithium is you can't send things that are lithium into their warehouse, but they didn't tell you that before, but they allowed you to send it in, but you did, and because you did, then now you're banned. Banned.
I mean, frankly, that can kind of happen on eBay too, right? Like you accidentally put Velcro on your listing or some other zero term or whatever it is, and you could get yourself banned that way too. So
it's hard to get banned for life on eBay for like using the word Velcro, though.
Yeah,
you have to kind of be a dick to get banned for life, I think. But I mean, I've heard of people like I watched some videos about people getting banned on eBay, and like one of them was like smoking
slash roll 100 or
all your crap, you know. And people get it and they're pissed because it smells like cigarettes.
Yeah. I feel some of these people ask for it. Like you should have known better. Some of them. At least the things I hear on Facebook.
You don't know the rules, but also like hearsay is all bullshit too. Like people will say, "Oh, this happened or that happened," and then they're not telling the full truth. They pick out the truths that are advantageous.
Yep. True.
So that's really annoying. But yes. What did I want to? Oh, so 6-bit software does not work on Apple computers.
I saw that. And, you know, I did not like it.
I
Yeah.
really liked it at the show, so it really seemed like something that could definitely work, but Christ on a crumpet, like, it really pissed me off today. I was thinking to myself, why? Why does it not work on Apple computers? It just doesn't even make any sense. Hey, do you prefer Poshmark or Mercari as a secondary or a tertiary platform?
I like Mercari for heavy items.
It's
So
on sale
I
for
resell lots of clothing to other resellers.
Okay.
So I just sold 2 reseller lots this week for $150 each. And they weighed almost 20 pounds. And it only cost me $15 to ship them via priority. I can't hear you again. What did you do? I can't hear you. You did something. What did you touch? Untouch it. Move your hand off of whatever it was that you touched.
And we thought you were raid ready. He's ready for classic.
Nope. Nope. Do you have something else that's taking over your microphone? Like another program? That's all I could think. No.
They need to build a goddamn movie studio and just have them do it. Because obviously letting a actual movie studio do it is really bad.
Okay, I hear you.
There we go. That's really weird. So I just reset it several times. I didn't do anything. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so so Mercari is good for selling like batch wise.
Or even just anything heavy. Like you know,
Why do you-
boot, because their shipping is really cheap.
Okay, so they've worked out some kind of like what's
I don't know what it is, but I'm not asking questions. Like, it's an awesome deal. To ship 20 pounds for $15 anywhere in the country, that's
yeah.
amazing.
So that's one of the main reasons I got into doing FBA is I did some math and I was like, the first shipment I shipped 30 pounds to Illinois for $9 and I was like, holy crap, are you serious? And I don't have to worry about it anymore?
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah. Well,
So, and Poshmark, I mean, Mercari, you can sell anything. Like books, toys, household items, it doesn't matter. Poshmark is clothes, accessories, makeup, and that's it. So you can't
okay.
sell
So
books or anything like that.
what makes so just in general, what's a better for you, the better platform?
Poshmark overall. I don't really mess with Mercari that much. They don't take a very big cut. Like on an $150 sale, I got to keep $136. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm willing to pay up for product, and I'm willing to pay to operate the platform. Like, I don't get twidgy about like paying commissions or anything like that. For me, it's part of not having to manage my own platform, which I've tried to do before and does suck.
Well, and part of the reason that Mercari doesn't take as much is because they're a smaller platform. They don't have as many users. I have heard stories of people getting scammed on there, but I think part of that, it depends on what you're selling. Some things that you sell are more apt to have scammy buyers.
I don't sell Apple products on the internet anymore.
Just like I am not really interested in selling like high-end couture items because I'm afraid of them saying, "Oh, I don't like it, I want to return it," and getting a fake back.
Oh yeah, interesting.
That's not going to happen with like a Ann Taylor blouse, right? Like nobody's going to try to scam me for a $20 blouse. Or if they do, I don't care.
I don't know what an Ann Taylor blouse is.
It's just a regular mall brand. It's like nothing fancy.
Oh, I don't fuck with that shit. I'm fancy.
Well, you also have a very like, I don't know what the word is, like a very kind of specific thing that you're looking for that has a specific audience.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely my I try not to be too nichey, but I definitely try to bring uniqueness. I try to find the unique items within a niche, and that is my niche. So, like,
Yes.
the sphere of all niches, like, there are unique things in all of niches and boring things in all of those niches, and I just don't like boring things. So I try to make them interesting. But what is that?
A vintage, like lame dress. It's gold with like.
So I found this crazy stewardess outfit today, right? So I was at this estate sale, and it was like a stewardess outfit. Very early. It like had like it was all like.
There you go.
How do I explain it? It almost looked like a jester's hat, and it was. I mean, maybe it was for like Etihad or one of these airlines, like overseas airlines or something. I'm not sure. It had a weird Mediterranean.
How many bears have you thrown already?
And I just picked up all the pieces and I brought them to the lady. They were cool, and she was like, "That's $150." And I just froze in terror, and I was like, I don't know if I like. It just seemed it was so cool and so unique, but I mean, I couldn't pop for $150 on it.
But was there a name, like an airline name, or?
There was not an airline name. It was all custom made and custom sewn, and like it all had this weird 60s Mediterranean vibe. I don't even know.
No, I wouldn't fuck with it if I couldn't.
That angel.
So if I can't identify what it is initially, I don't buy it generally. Like unless it's really peculiar. Like say it's some like weird fish.
No, is so that's the exact same thing from the old Red Group.
Yeah. So today was kind of busty. You know, I was really my place in line at both sales was awesome. I was like 5th and 8th, and there were over 100 people behind me in each one. But instead of like finding the right closet, I tried to go for the case where the cashier is, and there was like nothing in it, so I got totally skunked there.
Oh, I hate that.
Dude, I got skunked twice today. I went to the wrong room twice. I did get I got some guest stuff from the late 80s. It was in excellent condition, you know, with a triangle logo and all. Pretty cool. And some okay clothing items, and I don't know. Today was like, ugh.
It's such a crapshoot, though. Like when you see a good estate sale, you're like, do I go to the room that has the gold in it, where everyone else is gonna go, or do I take my chances and go to one of the other rooms? And
exactly. So I kind of stage it in two ways. If there's something, oh wait, hold on. Let me finish this defeat story first. So there was some like really early radio control car stuff, and it was in the pictures, and there was no indication that they even knew what it was. And it was like a whole hutch. Like the hutch was like 7 feet tall. Hey Paisley, sorry I didn't see you there. Good to see you. So it was a hutch that was like 7 feet tall and like 5 feet wide. It was full of like radio control car stuff from the early 80s. And this stuff is, I mean, it can be exceptionally valuable. A lot of it was like in the original packaging still. I opened the case because like it's closed. Like this hutch is closed. I open it. I'm looking for the radio control car stuff, and there's like a little card. It's like ask for price, and I go and ask, and she's like, "It's $2,000." And I actually did this. I was like, "Oh, what's all like, oh."
So she's banking on the fact that there might be a personal collector who will buy it for that price.
Like who the fuck? Even a personal collector might not even. I mean, you have to know so much about the components and how to connect with the buyers for those components in order to like even get close to that value.
No, see, at that point, they need to be selling on eBay themselves.
Exactly. Well, and they do. Okay, so the way that estate sales are run right now aren't going to be the way that they're run in 5 years, maybe even 3 years. So I'm gearing up to fight that because I'm already seeing it in the last 2 years. I'm seeing so many things change about how value is taken out, obvious value is taken out, value is presented, and all that sort of thing. Now you're always going to have those sales where it's like, holy crap, the family stuff out next week, and
everything's $1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the bonanza, or even like sometimes fill up a box for $10 or free or whatever. So I don't like things that are free. I just don't. For some reason, I want to pay for the things that I sell. I don't know what that mentality is inside of me, but like I don't like to accept things for free. It's just, I don't know. Maybe it's the way I was brought up. I just don't like free things.
I feel like it's you should refuse once. If you refuse once and they insist, that's different. I'm never going to fight free, but I will always offer.
Okay, that's good. I like that. I mean,
like, are you sure that that I can't give you something for this? And if they go, no, just take it. I'm not going to fight. Like, I'm not going to fight to pay you money.
So the first estate sale, I'm gonna screen share and show you what I'm talking about.
Show me.
Because it's a 3-day sale. And this lady it's weird because I got some very high-end audio equipment for basically free, but then just some like random stuff was just like priced out just to the mood.
Sometimes I don't understand. Like the weirdest shit is like $1,000, and then the gold is $1.
Yeah, but that's that. Well, those are the market gaps we all depend on.
Exactly.
So I looked through roughly 10% of this stuff. Here, I'm going to screen share. I looked through roughly 10% of this stuff. And I don't know what I just did here. Okay. So let's screen share, go into infinity, and then not do things right. Okay. So check this out. So there was this Power Mac G4 was $50. Let me see if I can find this.
Oh, what a cool sale! Wow,
really cool. Because I was on the list for the next sale, and I was looking for. Here's the stuff.
Oh wow, yeah. See, I don't know shit about those. I wouldn't know a $1 car from a $2,000 car. Did you go quiet again?
Christ on a crutch.
Oh, there it is. I can hear you now.
Awesome. I was saying you shouldn't buy motors from somebody who can't spell motors.
Motors, yeah.
So they were claiming that this was like some kind of crazy prototype. It's not. I've seen this body before. Exactly the same body. So that was their reason for for pricing all of this stuff at $2,000. But look, I mean, it's like a couple dozen tires, these batteries. Obviously, you can't use them anymore. Some new in-box parts. I mean, these are like $20, $30 pieces. But I don't even know where they came up with a price of $2,000. This is crazy. Zahir Malik. Now, I don't know Zahir Malik, but I'm sure you would also agree that is crazy. So look at all the stuff, and the house was just so packed. I got in 5th or 6th. There was some interesting like milling equipment and art equipment. I was looking for perfume, but my allergies were kind of going off the heezy in here because it looked like somebody hadn't walked in this house since 1974.
It looks super dusty. Oh, I love the prints, the like lady prints.
So what if I told you that this was $500?
It looks like is it in a frame?
Yeah, it's in a velvet frame.
500, is it signed?
No.
That's not worth $500. I mean, come on.
No, it's Elizabeth Taylor. If it was signed by Elizabeth Taylor, it'd probably be worth a lot. But I mean, I really don't know. That's probably part of the problem. Let me see if I can find this silly dress thing. Not here. It's funny. He wants $150 for it. It's not even in the pictures. There was like a lot of really high-end restaurant equipment, but like the prices were crazy. So this like, look, she covered the price so you couldn't see it in these pictures. You see that?
Oh, what a scumbag!
But look, these are $1. Vintage pamphlets.
It's too much. Give me 4 for $1 and I'll talk about it.
$175 for a Panini press.
Get out.
I fart on your Panini press twice. Christmas stuff, lots of crazy Christmas stuff.
Yeah, those ornaments look really good. They look like vintage shiny bright.
Oh, I don't know one thing about ornaments. So I wanted this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't there, it was already gone. One of my
why does he wear
in the world.
Does he wear plate?
Right there. When there's something in the pictures that you go to the sale to buy and it's gone, it drives me crazy. So it doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. It drives me crazy. Oh, there was a crate. It's not even in these pictures, is it? There was a 1997 V12 Mercedes with 70,000 miles for $14,000. This thing's a race car, you know? And I actually almost bought it. If I didn't spend $16,000 this week, I probably would have bought it. Gosh, dang it. It's not here. I'm sorry. Oops. A lot of this stuff, like these shoes, were not here. Oh, look, TV, $50.
Jesus.
I mean, there were some good prices on some stuff. I mean, who would pay $25 for this?
That's like a $5 stand.
Exactly. It was like a $5 TV stand made out of like particle board. But so I bought like a $400 amplifier for like $20. I mean, it's just so funny. And these pictures, I'm saying, show 10% of what's in the house. 10%. Just wall to wall, packed to the gills. I'm gonna do this. So I was deciding what estate sales to go to tomorrow. This one is a company I really like. They're called Aces, and this is their estate sale tomorrow. It looks like we have some castor oil if you'd like.
Oh shit! Call out.
I do love vintage bottles.
I do too.
I think they're really cool.
This is interesting, but nothing. You see that? It's advice to you, Kayla. Collaborate, Mo. Oh, creepy doll.
That is definitely a creepy doll.
Sounded like you said I fart on your breasts. No. This is the intriguing thing in this house. You know what that is?
I mean, it's a tessellation.
It's MC Escher.
Is it an actual Escher?
It could be.
It looks newer to
I
me.
don't know. This house is old as fuck. I'm gonna go buy this probably.
I love tessellations.
This one's really cool. It's like the Pelicans, and see, like that looks like a pelican to me.
I'm looking and seeing if Escher has any
Pelican
comparable
things.
bird tessellations.
I
Oh
think so.
yeah, he does.
Oh, I know. I've
That's
seen them.
definitely it.
I own a couple of Escher prints. What I like about this house is this is all clad, definitely.
Yeah.
And then it looks like there might be some nice cookware.
Those ornaments at that sale you were at today are pretty good ornaments, but I bet they were asking a lot for them.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Like the boxes, from what I can see,
Yeah.
are probably worth like $40 to $60 a box.
Oh yeah, I kind of go for boxes.
Yeah, if you could get like a whole box of ornaments for like $5, that would be a good deal, but I wouldn't pay much more than that
I mean,
for
if I
them.
paid $40 and I got 10 ornaments worth $40, I'd do that. I just don't like shipping glass kind of stuff.
Yeah, and those are extremely fragile.
Yeah, if they even get
I
bumped.
keep most of the ones I find because they're just too much of a dick to ship.
You see this bag down here? This red bag?
Yeah, that looks
That has
good.
very high potential. Very high potential. I really want that Escher. I want to examine that Escher. A lot of ladies' shoes in here. Look at this shoe. Just shoes.
Yeah, but who knows? You'd have to get good up close pictures.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now. Hey, look, a little guy. Look at this guy. His name is Little Guy. The advertisement for this is they have 126 stairs, so be prepared.
Oh shit.
This is what their logo is a club? I don't think so. I thought their logo was a oh. This is the state sales logo is a club. He's right. I didn't notice that. Krillin, would you like a job? Krillin, I'd like to hire you.
Isn't it enough?
Krillin the Observer. Anyway, so this is the same. This is Peerless. Peerless estate sales. They often have a lot of art in their sales, and generally have really well-run sales. Some of them are small. Some of them are large. I wonder what these are. These are this like horsehair or something?
Yeah, probably calf hair of some kind.
What hair on your shoes? That's such a gross.
I do not think they are attractive.
Hair on your
But
shoes.
they sell well.
Hair on your shoes.
Oh.
Is that a pair of Sorels in the last picture? I pulled up the listings too so I could get closer looks at things.
Oh, cool.
Are they Sorels or I don't know? They look really nice though.
They totally look like Sorels, but Sorels can be worth a lot or worth nothing.
Those are really nice and they look brand new. They're probably like $120 boots. I own a pair. Well, I sold mine, but
these are probably like more like 60 resale.
Nope, not with the fur. They look like the Joan of Arctic Sorels, which are the ones that I had, and I sold them used for $90.
Okay, yeah, these are.
And they were more used than these look like. There's a price on them, but I can't read it.
Different.
Oh god, Tom. Oh,
So I like these little office supplies and that kind
we're
of.
gonna have to redo this.
That one's probably a no-go. Here's the second one. I live on Mount Tabor, so this one's really close to me. Looks like there's some naked people kissing, which I am always a fan of. I love.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up for naked people kissing. Looks like some art glass. A little bit of
Except
silver.
your liver isn't surviving.
Old iron. That looks like iron, and it looks old. But I'm not sure. I do really well with stuff that's below 10 megapixels and or to take pictures with for some reason. This is 8.9. It would definitely be a score if it was. That's Lalique. You can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Lalique? That's old Lolly.
Give me Papa Frost.
Jonah the Whale.
fun.
Oh, bunch of, oh, wait. So this is oh, this could be worth a lot of money. Do you guy know a lot about? I don't know shit. I don't know much about anything. I just do what I do. I can't claim to be an expert in anything. I'm like a jack of all junk.
That is a great term. That should have been your YouTube name.
Jack of all junk. Or my YouTube name should be Jacks Off Into Junk.
That reminds me of the artwork that Portland Picker posted today.
I saw that. I don't know. I haven't seen Portland Pickers too much lately. He went on vacation, and then I signed him up for a sale today. He didn't show up.
Bastard.
Yeah, he's being a juvenile delinquent. That's
Too
kind of
busy jerking off on artwork.
exactly jizz work. 49 pictures. I want some steam powered cars, like a train cars, but that work on steam. Elgin watches. Please don't buy these. If they look cool, just don't buy them. They're not worth anything unless they're made of gold. And Elgin didn't make watches out of gold, so don't buy those.
Oh, I am digging the clothing.
Those look like gold to you or pennies?
Mm,
Oh, you look at the clothing? I didn't even look at the
no,
clothing.
I'm looking at a different one. I'm looking at an antique hoarder estate phase 1.
Oh, who's the name of the company?
Uh,
Are you screen sharing or no?
it says it's in Bend, though.
Oh yeah, see that's
Not very close to you, is it?
it's very far. It's like 3 hours from here.
I don't know why that was what came up when I put in Portland.
Yeah, this one was gosh, I hope there's yeah, I mean winter's not the greatest season. Winter's not the greatest season, obviously here, probably or there for estate sales because people don't want to wait in the rain. So
The best sales I've been to have been in the winter because other people don't want to wait.
Exactly. You see that toaster? This toaster?
Mm-hmm.
That is a Super Bolo. That is a Sunbeam I think it's an A118 or something.
Okay.
What it does, so when you put the toast in, the toast automatically goes down, and when it's done, it automatically comes back up again. So you don't have to touch the toaster to make toast. So these start at like 50, and if you have one in the original box, I mean, I don't think it would be unlikely that you could get $400 to $500 for it if it was absolutely new. And I've never seen one that's new. People use them, you know. But yeah, Sunbeam. If you're looking for like, yeah, it really is fancy. I wish I could zoom in better, but I can't. So that is not one I'm going to most likely. This is Robin's Nest. I don't even know who the sale company is. It looks like there's some pricing on some stuff. Gosh, I wish I could get in. Oh, I can. Cool. Here we go. Let's see what they want
I
for.
mean, she needs a weed whacker.
Great, awesome. I see estate sale companies just going up and up and up and up in price until they can see what the market bears. I'm watching it happen. Les Folies
Because it's full of roaches.
I think that's what is that? That's kind of cool. They're
Yeah,
signed
it is
by
cool.
that.
Those are cool.
Signed. It's some kind of, I don't know what it is. They're not litho. They don't look like lithos. They don't look like lithos. You still looking at the Bend sale?
No. I'm listing now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Listing and watching.
Okay. Well, you don't have to watch.
Fine.
Fine. Looks like there's some Western kind of stuff. Western's really in right now. I just like good stuff. I don't care what's like in or out or about. I just want people to buy stuff for me all the time without me having to do any extra work.
I mean,
That's what we all want.
wait.
Check out that Western couch. Check that out. It
Oh
looks like a
God.
Where was that?
That's pretty awesome.
And how does it
What's the poster? Goodwill Film Festival?
Yeah, let's figure that out.
Broadway Market Cinema, 1990.
I showed the debuff.
And is that like Russian or?
It has nothing to do with the Goodwill Company. Yes, I believe
No.
we were still well within the Cold War there. So this is some Cold War era stuff.
That's interesting.
Did you see
I don't know what it is, but I like it. Like I just like the art.
These are animation cells, I think. Look, see these?
Are they?
Yeah, look. I don't know, but the old animation cells were really big like this. And you can see it's
Yeah,
like,
I've never seen ones that big before.
oh, I have. We have. So those are cool. Where is this? This is Robin's Nest. Oh, there's a sign up. If I didn't sign up, I usually don't try to go first because there's always so many people in front. You have you don't do a lot of estate sales, right? Or is that wrong?
I used to do a ton. I haven't been doing them as often.
Why did you stop doing them?
Because I stopped doing as many hard goods. And the clothing can be really hit or miss. And, sometimes they price it super crazy. And the competition for clothing is really, really heavy here.
Okay. I would say the competition for clothing here is like exceptionally low. I mean, if you look at, let's look at where this is. Text your name to Kristen if you're planning on attending the sale Saturday morning. This is Family Affair. I love Family Affair.
Oh yeah,
it's a really great company, and I did not see this one. So some kind of Art Nouveau stuff going on in there. It looks like pretty cool.
What are you doing?
Egyptian revival.
What?
I mean, this one nothing strikes me as looking particularly amazing for what I look for, but there's definitely some 60s and 70s clothing in here for faux show.
Mostly 70s, but some
looks
cool stuff. That gold interests me in some kind of way.
It looks like something a fish might eat.
Oh, look at them ugly sweaters.
I was about to say, I got so many ugly sweaters. They don't sell that good, believe me. I have like a lot of ugly sweaters, and they...
Oh, look at that American flag jacket. I would snag the shit out of that. Yeah, plus the purse.
Okay, so what is the maximum price you would pay for that with the purse?
For both pieces, I would probably pay $15 to $20.
So you $7 to $10 per.
I would say, especially, and I'm not going to talk about politics, but I'm just going to say, especially with the climate in regards to patriotism right now.
So what you're trying to say is America.
America. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. We got flamingos, we got heart, we got flags, we got beer. What else do we need?
So, especially if it's a larger size, if that's like an extra large or bigger, yes.
Got it. I'm sorry about the weird thing. I'm posting the. If anybody wants to come in and join our ridiculous chat, there is the link. Chrome, and to not be as boring as I am. That's all. You just have to be less boring than I am. I would totally buy this Bruce Springsteen Weird America thing.
Hey, there's Portland Pickers.
Yeah, exactly. He's talking shit over there. He's always talking shit.
Lots of running his mouth, but
in his mouth, not hanging out. Duh. All right, duh. Anyway, remind me when the holiday party is.
December 10th. Who's
doing what?
Not hanging out.
Oh,
Somebody
turn off your
not have
sound.
the YouTube muted.
My bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm in trouble.
Stop running your mouth.
We were talking about the jizz artwork.
Tell us. Okay, wait. Let me just finish this by zooming in and seeing what this United Audio. Hey, look at this record player. Doesn't that look insanely high end to you?
Absolutely.
Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna stop screen sharing and we can talk about your jizz picture.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna buy it. I don't care what it's priced at.
You're gonna touch it?
I thought that you purchased it.
No, I didn't buy it yet.
Can you show me where it is so I can go tomorrow and get it before you?
No.
Can I walk you? Are you guys gonna fight over it?
It is my jizz.
Oh.
It is my jizz. And you know
Can,
it.
can someone make a sound clip of that and we could just play it
I'm gonna
over and
record
over?
all of this, just so you know, and it will become Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'm gonna put that on a card to your mother.
Her address is 500. Okay.
Is 8011 Southeast 13th.
Uh-huh.
So check this out, Jacob.
I'm checking.
The landlord got my checks for the rent for the next. What I did is I took each check and wrote it for each month, right, for the next 8 months, whatever.
Right.
They're all dated now, so we could cash them, but they're all they're all a receipt of that contract, right?
Yeah.
So he was like, I want certified funds only.
Oh Jesus!
And I was like, well, then I want a copy of the deed of the building that shows you that you're the owner. That was my last correspondence.
Well,
I sent all of the, like, what we initially negotiated with the guy. I sent him all that money, but it's in checks. And he was like, I can't cash these. And it's like, well, no, they're checks. You have to deposit them. So he doesn't want to. There's something definitely shady going on beyond what totally. I mean, I don't. It doesn't sound like a scam, but something isn't right. So he wants to wait. If he deposits, first he said he couldn't deposit them, and I was like, they're checks. You can deposit them. I pay my rent with checks from the same bank. You know what bank I bank with. I think I've told you. And so I was like, well, that's not true because they're checks and you can deposit them. He's like, well, I went to 2 banks and tried to deposit them. And I'm like, you have accounts at these 2 banks? Like, so basically what you're saying is you tried to go cash these for cash at a random bank.
Right.
And that freaks me out a little bit. Because
that is weird.
That weirds me out. That's sending up a red flag to me. Why didn't he just go to his bank?
Exactly. Well, he doesn't want to pay tax on the money, so I that's what it is. He wants to be able to cash it.
Well, too bad, so sad. Like, whose problem is that? Is that what you agreed to?
No.
Okay, then who can? Yeah, I'd say.
Did we ever agree to anything like that?
Hell no.
Yeah, then I would say, sucks to be you, buddy.
Well, he wants to say, well, it takes 2 weeks for these to cash. I'm not giving you the key to the building. And I'm like, well, you can give me the key to the building whenever you want, but we agreed to a month that's free. So whenever you decide to give me the keys is fine. I don't really care. But you're not going to say, hey, now you don't get this 2 weeks that it took to cash these checks or something.
Yeah, because that's not your fault. Did you sign anything that says, like, I will provide you with a cashier's check?
I have an admission on my phone by the realtor who is the arbiter of this deal saying that he did not tell me that. So I actually have a record of that.
That's
weird.
So bizarre.
Yeah, it sounds like he's trying to get around it and wants you to, bend over backwards to help him out.
Oh, Corey, your volume's not coming through.
Again. Jesus Christ.
Oh, was he having that problem earlier?
Yeah, like 3 times. We had to restart the show once.
I wonder if he's just lipping, if he's just thinking his words.
No, he has to come in and out, and then he did it like 3 times and then it worked.
Yikes.
Yeah,
Oh, there he is.
that's how it works.
This is an old crappy computer, so I don't know. So basically, I told him like, you cash those checks and you give me the keys today, and the deal's done. Send me the checks back. It's over. Done.
And he hasn't responded to that.
He's like, I can't figure this out until tomorrow. And I was like, well, that's it. It's today. Figure it out today. I'm fucking done with this shit. I don't like people wasting my fucking time. It pisses me off, man. I'm not that hard. Am I hard to negotiate with?
No, man, you're ready to go. You're firing straight, true, arrow, bang.
I'm gonna poke your eye out.
I know.
How you been, buddy? How was your vacation?
Dude, it was nuts.
Where did you go?
Houston and Louisiana.
Oh.
And did you do any thrifting?
I wanted to desperately.
Why did
I stopped at this one antique shop, and it was a disaster. It was overpriced.
Shops are disasters. They're like, here's a 1959 Bauer mug. It's $89.99. You're like, whoa, awesome! I can buy that on eBay for $17.
Yeah, seriously, everything in the shop was like priced market. There wasn't any deals to be had, really.
I got berated today by a guy who told me that he knew everything. This was at the clean sweep sale. That
Is that how he started his sentence? By the way, I know everything.
Yes. He was bragging about how he knows everything. And I asked him what a 1972 Munich Nike bag was for.
Something you exclusively know.
Would go for. I mean, let's talk. Let's talk about what you know, asshole. So he berated me for like 10 minutes about how he knew everything, and I asked him like 5 questions. He didn't know the answer to any of them, and he was like, "Those aren't relevant."
Shame. You're like, well, it's relevant a week ago when I sold it for cash money.
For $1,000. So the clean sweep sale was basically a total bust. I was 3rd in line. I got in. I took the wrong move. I went the wrong thing. I took the wrong move. And all the Blazers stuff. There's this guy with a beard, and I'm going to stab him one day. I'm going to stab him. He's got a beard and glasses. He's a little bit taller than me. He always wears like kind of like 1950s, 60s greaser gear.
Okay.
And man, he's snaked me like 5 times in the last like 3 months.
Oh, hell
And
no.
I just want to hit him right in the neck with a syringe.
And now we have that recorded.
Yeah. Man stabbed with syringe for thrifting.
Man Skills t-shirt dies.
Competitive game. Okay.
I got some sick Blazers starter jackets from the 80s.
Yeah, I saw those. I was like, I already know where Corey's going once he gets in there.
$5 a piece.
What?
For Rizzle.
How
They're mint. One of them has the tags.
do they price those so right?
Chris loves me. I said, I have a box of shit. She said, just take it. No, she actually priced it.
Okay, wow. Yeah. It's funny, like sometimes you see Blazer stuff and it's ridiculously priced. You know, it's like I go to the stadium and it's nice.
You go to the stadium and it's overpriced?
Well, I mean, it's like priced what it would be at if you went to the Rose Garden and you were going to buy a $40 jersey.
No, it's like if you go to the Rose Garden and you buy Blazers, it's like you're in the Gucci store. Like a shirt costs $60.
Yeah.
Bad.
Nuts.
So I missed all the 70s Blazers stuff that was in there. He went through and grabbed all the t-shirts right in front of me, which blew ass. The bikes were all reproductions, all of them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at least, like, even the really rare stuff were like 40-50% reproduction parts. I think it's some really cool Mac tools from the 70s and 80s.
Saw that.
Yeah. You want to buy those from me?
Huh?
You want to buy them? I'll sell them to you for what I bought them for. Probably. It's not really my thing. I bought them for a friend of mine who Vash. Who
Yeah,
I
Vash. Yeah, that
and he's like he does like Subaru stuff, so he's all metric. So and it's all standard. So
Oh.
he's like, yeah, those swivel ratchets are worth like $40 a piece, and I have like 6 or 7 of them, you know.
I,
And
s- I sold one of those swivel ratchets for the swivel sockets
uh,
for like $22.
yeah, so
It was super clean.
they start at $22 and they go up to like $100 depending on what it is.
Right. If
I
it's
gotta have him on a show to talk about like he knows all about like Snap-on, Blue Point is the other one that he's really into, and then Mac is. But it seems like Mac is the most obscure because that shit is hard to find, right?
yeah, Mac is it's definitely sought after. I'd say I see it it pops up, but people usually buy it before I get to it.
I never see it. Well, I'm always like I'm the first into a lot of rooms, you know, and there are certainly tool buyers out there, and I interrupt their business a little bit just to make them nervous.
Do you dig? I never really saw you as someone who dug through the tools though.
Oh, I've been buying and selling tools for a long time. I just stopped doing it as much because
Yeah.
I got into things that were not dirty.
That's what I kind of saw.
Yeah, I just don't like getting my hands dirty.
No, dude, it's a lot easier. You got clothes that are just clean.
Yeah, but when you pick up a Mac ratchet from like the 50s or 60s or whatever, and it's like a little ratchet like this big, and it's like worth $170. You know? Those are so hard. The ratchets are what are really hard to find.
Yeah. I would say sockets. I see sockets.
Yeah, the sockets, you can find the sockets, definitely. It's the ratchets that are yeah, I picked up a set of wizard ratchets today that are really, really cool. It's just like the deco design of them that, you know, I mean, they need to be probably rebuilt, but they were cheap.
I love
Had
how
a
we
bunch
haven't
of
explained anything more on this.
There's a bunch of really, really Snap-on stuff in there in the clean sweep sale.
Oh, I'll be there. Yeah, like I said, I'll be there on Sunday, and I'm just gonna clean that place out. Whatever's left.
There was so much stuff. I didn't even go upstairs. Let's put it that way. Upstairs.
Did you just overload with stuff, and you were like, I'm out of here?
I got like jackets, like all this Blazers advertising ephemera from the 70s and 80s. A lot of tools, you know, like vintage bike parts. I was slightly overwhelmed with the thing that was happening with the landlord. It's fucking with my fucking game, and so
Yeah, that's frustrating and concerning.
Yeah, it was really disappointing. It's been really disappointing. I mean, it's been easy. I mean, you know, I basically maybe he's like pissed that I drew a line in the sand and was like, no, I'm not coming. It's done. Like this is what I can.
Oh, we lost your sound again.
Oh my god.
It's weird because it's like your phone went off and then it just got out.
It must be because he's in the bunker.
It could be the bunker.
I mean, Marco survived. Why couldn't
I don't know what he's.
What's Hub's playing in the background?
World of Warcraft.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
So does he have like a plan? Is he talking to his mates?
Yeah, the other guild people. No, we still can't hear you. Nothing.
Oh.
Don't give us the finger. We can't hear you. That's not our fault. My microphone's working just fine.
Oh, he's double downing. He's double downing with the.
I think he should only be mad at himself.
I agree. I think it was more of a projection of himself back at himself.
Technical
There you go. It's like the third time is the charm.
difficulty.
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay. We get it.
What is
He's
it?
alive.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, we're live, right?
I
Yes.
suppose.
Forgot
Oh
about
wait.
that. Where are you going tomorrow, Jacob?
I don't know if I'm gonna go tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna chill.
I don't know if I'm gonna go tomorrow.
Then someone else is gonna get your jizz art.
MCS. I
I'm
don't think I'm gonna go tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna relax and just get my death piles down a little bit and then just really hit it hard Sunday, because Sunday it looks like some estate sales need to be cleaned.
Oh, there's gonna be some cleaning going on Sunday.
Yeah.
I'll be there before you. I decided I'm gonna adopt your business model.
I'm gonna bring a like small Chihuahua sized stack of money and just throw it at people in estate sales and throw it.
What? Are you gonna make it rain?
I want to.
I want to make it rain.
If you come stand over my shoulder and be my cloud, I'll make it rain. Jizz art times 2. Oh God.
Oh my God.
If I'm standing over your shoulder, how do you make it rain?
Let's not get into the fine details right now.
That process to me. Is there a spout?
That's pretty gay.
Yeah. It is gay and there is a spout. It's both.
What's wrong with
I mean, I don't say this lightly, but that's pretty gay.
You're in Seattle. In Portland, nothing's gay. Everything is everything in Portland.
It's at least bi-curious.
Oh, yeah.
that? Just extremely bi-curious. I would say that Portland is bike curious, but
Ooh.
Oh, see, someone who like is a biker should totally have that bumper sticker.
They should.
oh
That's witty.
God. So you're not going anywhere tomorrow. You're just hanging out. So maybe if you're not going to buy stuff tomorrow, I should know where you were going to go before that, so that I can go buy the stuff that you want.
I don't like that idea at all.
Okay. Can you just let me know that?
I haven't looked at where things are mapped out.
I'm only doing this as subterfuge, not because I actually want any of that stuff.
I don't remember which sale the Jizz Art's at.
It sounds like one of those, like the Spirograph. New from Blammo, Spirograph. It's so awesome. And remember, when you buy Spirograph, remember to get Jizz Art.
Does it work the same way as that spin art?
The spin art is well, no, it's so spin art is like has 360 degrees, but Jizz Art is only in like
It's more like spatter.
you have a squirt gun.
Oh boy. Resellers after dark.
It gets pretty wild.
Yeah, I haven't even.
This is who we really are behind our
Yeah.
computers.
Behind our
everybody-
Instagram profiles.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah. If you go back and look at everybody who's been on this show so far, you can tell exactly who everyone is and how they operate. It's hilarious. You watch, if you watch 10K on the Bay earlier, it's pretty hilarious. If you watch Garage Flips when he was on the show, it's exactly how it's interesting, like polarizing things through like being live. I've never been on an edited show before. I've only been on my own live. Like no one
No one wants this.
No one wants that. We can
I'm a
handle
little.
you.
I'm a lot to handle, probably.
I won't continue on that thought.
Don't.
Look at this vintage BMW radio.
You've been holding up that cassette player for the last 40 minutes.
He's
No,
like,
that
is
was-
it my turn to talk? Is it my turn?
Here, Jake, let's make it you. Tell us about it and why it's like actually.
Here's another one. people pay up for radios.
Like what? Like what is that worth approximately?
I'd say low end $80.
No way in hell. I'm calling bullshit on that.
All right,
Tape deck.
just wait. Just wait until I post it.
Okay, if you don't sell it in 90 days for that price, you owe me a milkshake.
All right. I picked up 3 for $2.50 each.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I mean, those need to go into their actual, like, the car that they came out of, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some forward
That's-
compatibility on radios, forward and back.
Tapes.
So it does look like, just from a quick eBay search, those radios are like 60 to 150.
How many have sold? And how
I'm
many,
looking at solds. Tons.
how many are sold?
172 results sold,
Solds.
and like 20 of those are in the last like week or so.
Okay.
This
So
is
let's
the
go-
model KE-83 ZBM.
I don't even want to think that that's valuable because I'll start buying stupid crap like that.
Okay, so there's 3 sold. 85, 75, 45.
Okay, so there's 3 sold, but there's 167 for sale.
Mm-mm.
How
That's
many
not
are-
what I said.
Oh, you said
There's
100
actually none for sale.
Oh, there's none for sale. That's good.
I
love
just
that.
looked up BMW cassette radio. I didn't look up a part. So there was 170 sold of that. But when I narrow it down to his actual one that he has, there's 3 sold, none available. So
Nice.
list that shit for $85.
Fuck yeah, dude. $99.99 because you're the only one for sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. Where'd you pick those up?
These are actually, they've been sitting for a while.
So that's not fair. Like
I have too much stuff, so I just sit on money. Oh no.
Like a dragon.
I laid a money egg.
Oh,
A money egg? You
Some
laid a
more
money egg?
some more things, some more little goodies. Ooh, can you hear it?
Stop.
Hear the goodies?
Stop, Jake. Stop. Just for 1 second while I interview you. Are you showing me these things because you're actually going to list them?
Yeah.
He's not Death Piles.
Yeah, yeah.
He is Death Piles because he's showing us his Death Pile. He's just.
No, he's not the Death Piles who never lists anything.
Not even close.
I know. He lists that. So he's
Here are a bunch of Mercedes-Benz window switches.
Oh, that's good.
20 to 25 bucks all day.
All day, dude. Those are so hard to find too, and people.
I
Like,
have-
that's really cool.
I have a bunch.
So you bought those 2 years ago. 7.
No. I got these.
What
I got these
makes
like
you
I got these
buy
2 months ago. Honestly, I got these 2 months ago, and I just had like a bunch of things, and I got them at the auto place. Pulled them out of a bunch of cars.
I pulled them out of jizz.
I pulled them out of Jizz Art.
Jizz art. So what drives you to pull something out of the death pile? Do you actually have a backlog that? Because I think it's a good idea. Like as you buy stuff, just put it in a line on shelves and like number it. And it's like this goes online or it goes away. It's like there's no other option. There's no
The
death pile.
boss from the
The
ads.
backlog.
Um,
If you have something in that bin that you're like, fuck, this is $5. I paid $5 for it. I'm not even gonna break even. I'm gonna donate it. It just goes away. It doesn't go to the back of the pile.
No.
So what's your process on like working through backlog?
yeah,
I mean, that's a good question that I ask myself sometimes, and it's basically whatever I look at that I haven't listed,
and when the
strikes
ads
my curiosity,
are
or
gonna spawn,
I just like, man, it's been sitting a while. I need to get that listed because I basically have
around this
piles
area.
and collections of things that pertain to you know, the estate sale that I got it at. So upstairs right now, I have probably like 6 or 7 different clusters,
and then you just drag them back to the box.
and they're boxes of things that I got at different estate sales that have not been touched. But every time I pass it, you know, when I'm go upstairs digging to pull in stuff that I sold, and I'm looking at them like, ooh, I can't wait to touch that. But I have stuff downstairs that I need to list right now. Oh, we lost volume again. We lost you again.
Yeah, we did.
Wait. No, it's not coming back.
No.
Can you type? Can I respond to it?
Do you know sign language?
Yes. Do some sign language.
I know that one too.
Hi. Oh, he left. So sad.
Yeah, but what do I do?
It was okay for a while, and now it's an issue again.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Huh?
He's got issues.
What makes it hard?
I think he's using a computer from 1989.
It's very possible. The way that he talks about it.
Nothing.
I'm here now.
Oh, there we go.
There you are.
I'm wearing pants as a hat right now.
I really like it.
I was wondering what that was.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
I'm live.
I'm live.
I'm live.
Erica!
Every night. Every day. Every night.
What did Erica have to say about the jizz artwork? Hi.
Erica, what do you have to say about
Hi,
this?
Erica. Did you find the
Are you
Gmail?
talking about jizz artwork?
I'll have to show you.
Oh.
I'll show you later.
You want me to show you?
It's the plan. How much tequila we got in this house?
Oh boy. He's like, what the fuck are you people talking about? What is wrong with you?
There's a
It's
guy
like,
with
that's not the
pants.
jizz artwork I want to see.
There's a guy with pants on his head, and they're talking about you.
Just a regular Friday night.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought I ran out of hats.
Well, that complements your face shape.
I don't know how to take that.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment.
I thought I looked like the Madonna.
How do Corey, do you have any piles of stuff that sits?
I really don't have piles of stuff that sit. So everything comes in, and there's a series of shelves behind me. When the bins come, like today, I kind of have it now timed so that I have them come back. Even if they come in the middle of the week to get like Goodwill stuff, I find that Goodwill is really good in the middle of the week. Okay? Your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays are much better Goodwill days because you don't have the people who are not at work or, having their spare time to do that. So the middle of the week is great, and the weekends are really bad. And because the weekends are really bad, Mondays are usually like pretty bad too.
Mhm.
The thing about Goodwills is you have to be like there when the stuff comes out because people know they're there. If you know the Goodwill, the biggest Goodwill in Portland, there's a group of like 5 people who just sit there and wait for the new stuff to come out and look through every single thing that comes out. So they pre-screen almost everything that comes out onto the floor. Clothing, everything. They're like these vulture people. Have you seen the vulture people?
Yes. I've been attacked by the vulture people.
I'm not joking. I'm asking seriously. Have you seen the people at the Goodwill who do that?
Are you talking about at the like stores or the outlet?
There's only one Goodwill that they do it at. It's the big Goodwill, the big one on like MLK.
I don't go to that one that much.
The one where the dude bought the dolly.
I mean, I've been to that Goodwill, but I haven't been there enough to see the species.
It's a real mess. It's a real mess. It's just so Goodwills are so messy and their prices are
I didn't
so
see a
fucked.
kill there under your.
They're like, this looks like it could sell for money. Let's put a money price on it.
Money price.
It's money. I don't know where they even developed their pricing model or how. Okay, So there was a pair of like ratty Keens. So I went to Goodwill today, right before I was picking up my daughter. I bought 2 pairs of Ferragamo shoes, one with the buckle, and one a pair of like really nice loafers that they're just in mint condition. They were $13, and right next to them was a pair of Keens that looked like a bird shit on them, and those were like 45. It doesn't make any sense. It's just like I just don't. Oh my god. So during the week, I'm amassing some Goodwill stuff because I kind of pop into the Goodwills because they're convenient to my work process. Even when, God help me, if I'm in Selwood, if I decide to, I don't even know what to do. I told the dude to just send me the checks back if he's not going to cash them. Like, I'm done. It just pissed me off in a way that I just don't like. You know, I don't want to deal with that kind of like stubbornness. It's like,
this is the beginning. You know, if this is how the beginning is.
Exactly. So send me the checks back and we're done. So I'm probably not go. Maybe there's a reason why it's been vacant for a while. Maybe this is the reason.
Maybe the guy is cray-cray.
He cray-cray. Well, he doesn't seem like he's from around these parts.
Yeah.
So maybe that's a bad thing. Anywho, so I have one listener that kind of comes twice a week, and the other one comes like mostly like on Saturdays or Sunday. So today she came at 7:00 today, and I gave her everything I bought today and yesterday. So there is no death pile. She already has it to list.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's done. Gone. I don't have any death piles. What's backing up for me right now is inventory that's coming back. So I need an inventory check system. So I give you the item, you take it, you list it, you bring it back, you label it however we label it, but it still needs to be inventoried.
Yes.
And because eBay is so fucking bitchy about, I hate item specifics because they give the customer an out for no reason so many times. Sometimes it's like ridiculous. Somebody ordered a pair of shoes for me, and like the shoes don't say anything about wide, but in the item specifics they're wide, so now I have to pay to have them returned. But it's like if you look at the pictures or the description, there's no mention of wide. So
I have fought those in the past and won.
I never win anything.
But it's all depends who you get and how they're feeling that day, and it's not usually worth it to fight. But
I can talk to people in other departments now. So with eBay Concierge, I can be like, yeah, can you get me into this department, like customers, like standards, or you can talk to somebody. All of the departments have like a customer service person, and if you know how to get to that department, you can talk to somebody. And that's the great part about like concierge. Like, talk to somebody in seller standards. Actually, I can talk to somebody in like defects and figuring out how to like, you know. So those are cool things, but sometimes it just doesn't. I don't know. I'm very fearful. I get very fearful about the systems that eBay has in place, and I just think that they're still like pretty dangerous to the seller. I was thinking about it today and looking at some percentages. If you have more than 0.5% defects, which means like canceled one order in 200 because you ran out of it or something, that's enough to put you out of above standard. One order in 200.
I have one defect from a cancellation.
Yeah,
And
but you have hundreds of orders, so it doesn't.
on my baby account, on my new account.
The baby.
My baby.
And what is it doing? So like,
It didn't do anything.
it didn't put you into
I'm logging in to see what it actually says, but
so there's below standard, above standard, or top rated. There's no other way to be on eBay. Those are the 3 places, and it's very easy to get into below standard.
I am top rated with 1 transaction defect.
And that transaction defect is for?
I couldn't find something.
Okay.
Oh, so painful.
They
So painful to get paid for something and then be like, I don't know where it is.
Well, here's the best part. This is actually kind of funny. So I sold it to another dealer, and I know she's a dealer because she's bought from me before, and I didn't care. I was fine at selling it to the price she wanted. And she bought like 6 things from me, and I couldn't find one of them. And she was totally cool about it. She's like, don't even worry about it. It's fine. But I still had to cancel it. So I did. And I got the defect. And then I found it 2 days later. And she bought it from me. I asked her, I was like, do you still want it? She's like, oh, yeah, totally. But I had already canceled it.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I have 1 defect out of 192 transactions on this account.
So that's really close.
When I got it, I only had like probably 140.
Yeah.
But I'm still top rated. I don't even know when I got top rated. That must have just happened.
I think you have to have 3 before it affects you or something. That's how
it's a percentage, I think.
I only have 1, and it's like a ridiculous one too.
Oh,
it's
3 or less. It actually says.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have 3 or less, it doesn't.
You can still be top rated. Anything more than 4 is below standard.
It's not that it's more than 4, it's that it's more than 4 and above 0.5% of your total sales.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, as you're growing your inventory, though, it's one of the policies that really bothers me. Because as you're growing your inventory and you're discovering how to do inventory and how to make things work, you're going to, like, misplace things. Things are going to be hard to find, like, and they're coming from an old perspective of being like, oh, you're canceling this order because you want to make the commission outside of eBay on your own. I think that's why it's a defect. And I think
they also don't want eBay to be run rampant by people who don't give a shit.
Yeah, but
I think that's part of
it.
I think that's crazy. I also think there should be a system in place where if you agree to cancel with the customer, even though it's your fault, if you make it right with the customer somehow, that shouldn't count as a defect.
Yeah, I think so too.
In my opinion. Like, this customer was like, totally cool. I still love your stuff. I'll still shop with you. If you find it, let me know. Like, I don't think, in my opinion, in a customer service standpoint, I deserved a defect for that. But I wasn't going to fight it because I also understand that the rules are the rules. And, you know, this is their playground. I just get to play on it.
Truth.
That's one thing I really don't like about the eBay Facebook groups is that everybody has these opinions on how eBay should run the business and how sellers get screwed over for XYZ. And it's like, you can voice your opinions, but at the end of the day, these are the rules. And if you don't like them, you don't have to sell here.
Exactly. There's a board of directors and they make the rules on eBay, actually, not anybody else. So, no, I think it was like very, very seller friendly for a long time, and like now I think there's artificial intelligence is going to be running lots of different parts of the site. That's what it looks like to me.
I think the pendulum is just swinging, you know? For a long time, eBay was the wild, wild west.
Absolutely.
And like sellers got away with some crazy shit.
Oh yeah, people probably sent out boxes of popcorn.
Yeah, and so now I think it's a little more strict for
popcorn.
Now it's a little more strict for sellers, and eventually the pendulum is going to swing the other way. So,
yes.
You guys sell any Cheetos that look like a gorilla?
No, but I'm not above it.
Okay, we actually saw the funniest Cheeto that sold on eBay.
Look up the highest sold Cheeto.
Okay, it sold for like, what was it? Like,
no. We need a screen share. 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 Screen share.
We need to all have this experience together.
I feel like we posted a thing on Instagram about it, and it was like,
get rid of your art jizz.
It was like a Cheeto, and the caption was like, hung Cheeto penis.
What?
I am sensing a theme.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not. You're sensing a theme.
I have a feeling you are seeking out certain types of items.
Penis and jizz? What are you talking about? Corey, we lost you again.
Oh, we lost you.
Corey, you're silent.
We should time this. I feel like
Look at what the highest one is.
We love you.
It's really weird.
Oh, Erica's looking up stuff separate.
I'm looking.
No, I'm looking at the Cheeto.
Oh, I'm trying to find.
There
that.
was a $16,000, which I'm sure got paid for.
I can't tell what
Gorilla Hot Cheeto, embryonic baby Jesus.
What the fuck?
Great. Why is it black?
Embryonic baby.
And it says grape.
Was baby Jesus Oh God. Wait, what?
Oh, that one's a grape. Okay, why is it?
Then why does it say Cheeto?
I think they were just using a
Embryonic
tag.
baby Cheeto. I mean, baby grape.
That is.
What?
Oh, there you are.
There he is.
And I'm gonna screen share so everybody can see Harambe Cheetos that are on sale on eBay right now.
Where's that? Where's that peen Cheeto?
I kind of want Cheetos now, though.
Okay, so look, look at this. Look at the Harambe, the rare Harambe Cheeto.
Bro, that is what? Every Cheeto bag has that Cheeto in it.
That is 99.9% of Cheetos.
I don't know.
No,
No anomaly.
most Cheetos are not bifurcated like that. Look at that. They usually have one arm. A Cheeto will have like one arm. Look, this is a rare two-armed Cheeto.
God.
Oh, let's go back. Let's see what.
We're
Oh,
good now?
let's see what else. Oh my God! Look at this
Do they
Harambe
type
Cheeto.
these ads right now, or do they literally just stand there?
Look at this. Does that remind you of Harambe?
I think if you
That's a-
rotate it 90 degrees, it looks like a heart.
I think it looks like a bunch of
Yeah.
crud.
I think it's a Harambe in a seeded goose.
Oh, look! They have the picture. It's an original.
Wow, that's uncanny.
They got the stick. They got a stick.
Okay,
Is the stick included?
I feel like we should buy that and then resell it for $700,000.
We are flippers. I mean, this is what we do.
Yeah, I think that's a $20 Cheeto right there.
Oh my God! You think it is? Because I think that's what it's for sale for.
Yeah.
Oh, good eye. Good eye.
Okay.
Oh,
I saw this.
Oh, look! There's another picture. Look, it's the same Cheeto.
Rotated.
This was a thing for a while.
That is okay. That is uncanny. Okay, that is incredible. I would buy that Cheeto. But I
And
think that-
you could.
I think
Oh,
the
look,
shipping's a
they're
little
like-
high.
They have returns.
No, but if you-
30-day returns.
My Cheeto was powdered. Oh my God! Are you serious?
Oh,
That's so weird. Oh my God!
I mean, for 30-day returns, what do you have to lose?
$30.
I
Around
found it.
25. Oh, look how generous this guy is. He has a Harambe Cheeto. Harambe must have a giant dog. Harambe Cheeto. It's rare and one of a kind, and 25% benefit. Dude. And wait, you can't even buy it for 25,000.
You have to bid
Yeah.
and pay shipping. Standard shipping. He's not even
Embassy
springing
has
for
2,000.
priority.
He has 2,000 feedback. 2,000 feedback. Look at that. You want to see the other stuff this guy sells?
Is that 10K on the Bay?
That's 10K.
That's how he's doing it. He's selling Cheetos. He's selling $25,000 Cheetos.
He's actually selling radiation
That's on three.
detectors.
I think someone needs to
That's
make
fair.
sure that he didn't get too much radiation.
These pictures are fucking terrible. Terrible these pictures are. Look, the first 3 pictures are of a box.
Well, the Cheeto was taken on his lap.
Yeah.
This guy says 2,000 feedback, and his pictures below.
He is also from New Jersey, so
Ooh.
God, look how bad these pictures are.
Um,
Oh my God. I mean, look at his average item is like $12.
Okay, you can see that. right?
Yes.
What that reads is
Oh my god, look at this.
Cheetos naked man with girthy penis.
Look.
And that in fact sold.
Okay. Can I pitch it?
That sold
Hold on a second. Girthy.
For 69 cents?
for 69 cents.
Did
Girthy.
someone eat it or did they have sex with it?
Well,
No more paying attention to you right now.
Caitlin, I don't think we ever discussed what part of New Jersey you lived in.
I was
What?
from Union County.
All right.
I
I
lived in
I really,
Elizabeth, Roselle Park, Rahway,
I really need to talk
the
about.
ghetto, mostly.
Yeah.
Can we pretend that his mic is out again? Can't hear a word you're saying.
Mute yourself. I don't know. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this dirty box. Look, there's like oil. There's like an oil stain.
Oh, it's like a jizz box.
It's like his art. Like this is the real art. Look at
how much for that box?
how bad this is. Like you couldn't.
Look
Hey,
at
how
that
much for that
sweet
juice box though? How much for that juice box?
You couldn't be bothered to put them on the floor.
Do you think the floor looks much better? Let's be honest.
I mean, like
Hmm.
I love the. Wait, hold on, let's get in here. There's like half of the chair, and there's one picture. This one picture. Oh my god, this is amazing.
It's sold.
I realize that.
This makes me feel like I spend a lot of time on photos for no reason.
Yes.
Oh, like you yeah, you want to be like Mike over here? Oh my god, look at this stuff. All right, let's see. Oh, man.
Lots of wrestling figures.
This guy's the proof that anyone can sell. You know, if
Absolutely.
you're ever feeling discouraged, just review this video. You know,
Look, another dirty.
fired.
Like, hey, let's just put them on top of this dirty box.
It's a different dirty box, though, to be fair.
Do I get the Cthulhu in the background? Is that part of the?
Hashtag dirty box.
I feel like this guy bought these out of a storage auction, and he's literally just
Yeah.
opening the container
Probably.
and taking a photo.
This looks like a storage buyer, dude. Definitely. Look, all kinds of wrestling crap.
That's a lot of healing.
A $25,000 Cheeto though, that's just unjust.
That's so hilarious. Like, what does he have for sale? Let's look at his store. He doesn't even have a store, actually. Look,
He only has 9 feedback in the last month.
he's been around.
He's banking on this
2000.
Cheeto.
I think he is.
Everything lies with the Cheeto.
65 positive feedback in the last 90 days, dude. Look.
He's doing pretty good. He's doing good for himself.
He's making enough money to buy more Cheetos.
Yeah, he's like,
Look
once I
at his
sell this,
hand.
once I sell this Cheeto, I'm gonna be Cheeto rich. I own a
Hey,
Cheeto.
what do you think about this? What do you think? Do you get his hand?
No.
It's cute. I mean, I like the graphics on it. I don't know anything about it. Look
I
at his
heard something.
dirty hands. Look at oh,
Look at that dirt in there.
oh.
He's buried, bro.
He's got working hands. It's not,
Yeah,
it's not scared to get dirty.
Let's see what else he has for sale here. Ooh, let's do it by price for the shipping highest first. Ooh, well, obviously the highest thing is the Harambe.
See
Cheetah.
the brass doorknobs from a New York public school? That's kind of cool.
$1,000.
I mean, that's a little crazy, but I dig the, oh, wow, they say public school New York City on them. Those are cool.
Badass, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
He
8,
said there's 12.
10, 11, 12. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think that's a ridiculous price because
No, those are really cool.
$100 a piece, definitely.
I could see somebody really wanting those.
400 fishing hooks. How can fishing hooks be vintage? They're fishing hooks.
I'm starting to think this man priced that Cheeto right. I'm starting to think maybe
Everything else seems to be kind of on point. He might know something that we don't know.
Yeah, like he knows. Like this violin is starting at $30. Looks like it looks like the horse mated with it though.
Okay, so I actually bought a violin in that, like, almost worse condition than that for $10. I sold the case was like an antique case. I sold the case for $45. I sold the busted violin. It was a copy of a which is
Stratus.
Stradivarius. That was made by a U.S. company in like 1930, and I sold that for parts for $40. And then I sold the bow, which didn't have any strings, but it was German made, and I sold that for $30.
Interesting. I don't know a lot about instruments. I don't know about a lot about anything.
If you get instruments cheap, then you can experiment. That's kind of my feeling.
I'm loving his title on that.
Suck it.
What is it?
Did you just say suck it?
He did.
Damn, he's hitting heavy.
Like, look, there's a cat sleeping on a bed here. I mean, he didn't even
Real
build a whole
quality.
thing. Like, couldn't he have put like 4 more on there and like kind of filled it?
I feel like that's the least of our worries here with this.
Dude, it's like all crooked. I mean, these are really...
Are his feet in the picture? Because that is my biggest pet peeve.
I've done that before.
Nobody wants to see your gross ass feet.
My feet are sexy as fuck.
Anybody's gross ass feet. Yours, his.
I was in a sexy feet competition and I won.
Who are you competing against? A horse?
Somebody with less sexy feet.
Oh, little smarty pants over here.
Let's get to we're gonna take the camera off of your dorky butt. All right. So these are okay. So we have all right. These are in order. So they get significantly less expensive. I mean, look, this is a deal. When you're talking about $40,000, $30,000 Cheetos, I mean, look at that. It's almost the size of a nickel. And I mean, Harambe is looking mean.
There needs to be a.
How can you verify that little tiny ass picture is Harambe?
I mean, you have to pay extra for verification.
Did you get my joke? Because like they superimposed me.
This
Like,
fight might
did they lay a
actually
tiny
require some
picture that's about
extensive
2 nickels worth of size there, or was that photoshopped? You think?
Should you buy a whole bag of Cheetos?
Do you really not know the answer to that?
Is that a tiny photograph of Harambe? Because
They printed it out, postage,
I want the nickel, I want the Cheeto bag,
and the photo,
and I want the picture of Harambe.
and the paper towel that it's laying on.
The dirty paper towel, by the way. Look
We
at the.
all buy a little bag of Cheetos and just like name each one and put it up for sale. Like stick or fishing pole or whatever it looks like.
Fishing pole Harambe. Ooh.
Oh, that one now.
This one has like the weird.
Someone carved that one out.
Dude, that one is ridiculous. I might buy that.
Please don't. Please don't.
At
Please
least
don't.
The napkin is clean.
That one's been licked into shape.
The thought of that makes me ill.
Well, no, note, I'm gonna go die right
He
now.
looks pregnant.
Apes have big old bellies.
Harambe, are you with child?
All right, so what I haven't done yet is seeing the soulless face. Let's do that.
Let's.
Jesus.
Oh,
Christ.
dude, it's got the wiener in it. Look, got the wiener in it. Look.
Oh,
Oh my god!
God.
How is that legal on? I
I
feel
don't
like
know if I got that on the eBay.
it's taken off if there's like a little nipple in a picture.
I know, you cannot put that on eBay.
He's like, what are you looking at?
That's what
I'm not looking at the penis, I'm looking at the Cheeto.
Your head
I'll cover the penis. I'm only looking at the Cheeto part.
and the bacon.
I'm going live on Instagram with the dick Cheeto right now.
Oh no. Penis Cheeto.
Look at this. Do you see this?
I mean,
Look at this.
the balls are kind of weird. They aren't typically disconnected like that.
Oh my god. Where did this come from and how did we get here?
that's sold for $144.
There's no way.
Really?
Someone wanted it in their mouth.
All right.
Really?
We gotta do this. We gotta go live.
Oh,
Like,
no, they're already dead.
there's so many better
wait, you
things
guys
you
aren't
could buy
live?
There's so many better things that you can buy, are there?
that are actually phallic.
Okay, so we're live on Instagram right now.
I
We're
think
talking about
Marco
Yeah,
understands
what
it
type
without
of
you
things
jumping
sell well on
in. the hole.
eBay. I just can't believe it. It can't be right. It can't be right. Right. Seahorse. This one looks like a seahorse, right? I would call this one.
They literally said dick twice in their title. Unnecessary. Dick shaped
This
dick.
one just
Yeah.
says
Like we
This
get it. We got it.
Cheeto. That's all. Look at the description. Trump.
Trump.
What, how? Where? Where is the Trump on this Cheeto?
I feel like that could be reaching slightly.
Oh, it looks like a seahorse got run over by a car and then got covered in
Jizz.
Yeah.
Damn it! Here we go again.
This is the first
Inescapable
part where the mechanics differ significantly from LFR, and if
Inescapable
you make a
jizz.
mistake,
Wait,
it actually will get everyone killed.
Rare, authentic,
Not
true
that we don't make mistakes.
cereal Cheeto puff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, let's just see what.
Donald Trump endorsed this Cheeto.
This is my.
It's the best Cheeto.
Gorilla Hot Cheetos, one of a kind.
We already looked at that. You were busy
Embryonic Jesus.
doing something.
I understand, but we didn't go down. Why is this? What is happening here? I guess there aren't that many.
Well, it's not
No,
like
there
it's
isn't.
It's,
No,
he
but
needs
it's
to get the
Harambe.
Unfortunately.
Cheetos,
It's
and
not
that's
here. Why
what
is it excluding the Harambe Cheetos?
Because they're garbage.
I know, but it should show them, right? If I look up the word Cheeto, right?
Yeah, so
or
if you jump in
Harambe Cheeto, I should get.
you're gonna die.
You
You
know.
won't come back up.
There
Oh,
are
that's-
none.
So
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, this Cheeto should be somewhere. The $144 Cheeto. Let's see who won this auction.
You can't see who won.
Oh, you're right. I forgot about that.
Yes.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I feel like I can actually get the charger on these. $16,000.
I mean, nobody paid that. I mean, that's just crazy. Come on. It's just like you start an eBay account to buy something. This one, like Chili Stonehead, what Stonehead? It's not even called a Stonehead. It's called a Moai. If you don't even know the word Moai,
Stonehead.
I'm gonna buy a Cheeto from you. Look, you can get the Cheeto for $223 a month for 2 years. I'm gonna go finance this Cheeto.
I love that there's a payment plan. If you really need to have it today, but you can't afford to pay for it, we're here for you.
So bad. So bad that's legal.
What was that?
I dropped my phone.
Oh.
Out of Cheeto excitement, surely.
I know, I was very excited about the Cheetos. I just couldn't control it.
Oh, any more Cheetos you want to share, Corey? Oh, did we lose them? Did we lose volume? We did. He would have said 8 things by now. Half offensive.
He hasn't stopped talking.
Oh, there he goes. He's quick to drop out and join back in.
Oh yeah, because he can't wait to talk again.
Oh, no. Can't wait.
Eventually, he's just gonna leave and not come back and be
Don't
like,
you
"I
bring
hate
backup
you guys.
supplies?
I'm going
I
home."
just have
Uh-oh.
technical difficulties all day. Day of all technical difficulties. Nothing went smoothly today at all, and I have a cold running, and it's just gross.
Me
really.
too. I have a cold.
Anyway, so the point of this was to make Jacob tell me when I should go to these estate sales and buy before him.
That was the point.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
See the price on this stupid
Marco,
old
we don't listen until the boss
typewriter?
comes over those, so.
like
Here, if you pull up photos of the estate sales, I'll point out what I would look at.
Well, would you even look at this thing? It's $68 or $88 for this stupid typewriter. Look at this. Like, you couldn't even sell it for that much.
Is this at one of the sales?
Yeah, am I screen sharing right now?
No, not yet.
Shit.
He's like, look at this thing. Your face.
Why wouldn't you say at some point I cannot see it? Like,
Because we don't know what you're trying to do.
well, I just want to make fun of Jacob most of the time, but that doesn't work out well for me. Okay, so look, you can see the price in the background. It's written in pen on a stupid index card.
I can't see that. It's too small. What does it say?
68 or 88.
Which
Either one.
company?
Ball sack.
Ballsack Company. All right.
Jeans. What do
Yeah.
you think about jeans? Oh,
I think they're kind of young in the game.
yeah. I don't think they understand what's happening.
I don't think they do a lot of sales annually.
They definitely do not. I would say they do about 10 per year.
Ooh, those wedding dresses, though.
Yeah, but they want like $8 zillion for this shit probably, and it looks just something like somebody would wear into a horror show or something. I don't even know.
No, those wedding dresses could be good, but I wouldn't know without like looking at
What
them.
about that hoop? What about that hoop dress?
That's way too 80s.
You're way too 80s.
I
What about the bead art?
am. That
actually
shit
put
sells
this
for
in a
good
pic-
money.
No.
I actually bought 2 of those at a
I
sale
got some.
a few months.
I got some paint by.
back.
I got some ridiculously awesome paint by numbers today, Jacob.
What?
Yeah.
There.
Say
Oh wait, you
what?
can't because you dropped them off with your person.
They're gone. Yeah, I'll show them. One of them's a Labrador Retriever, and the other one's like a weird motorcycle kind of.
Wait, what's the other one?
But they were like $2, so
Oh,
I had
that-
to buy them.
Perfect. Yeah. Price right.
I don't know what they seem. I don't know. They seem cool.
Was that Fisher
could
Price
actually-
stuff new in the box? I missed it.
I must have too.
You had the picture open. It was like toys on a toy shelf.
Yeah. where did it
Scroll
go?
down.
That's the one. Yeah. Yeah. This is pretty cool. It's not new in box, but it's used.
Well, in the box, yeah.
yeah,
That could be cool, but if
Yeah.
it's with the box, it's probably. Oh, that fridge is cool.
definitely a little hot.
Digging
toy
that.
freezer.
Digging that.
Yeah,
$75 isn't a bad price if it works.
These work too, and they work forever.
Yeah. And people look for them for their mid-century homes.
Well,
Those
they're
are
all that shit around.
90% of the time. Those are left to the last day, and then they'll take a deal on it. You know,
Scrap.
you're like, hey, I'll take that very large thing that
Oh,
you.
that's gonna be a no. Diane Wires.
Okay, I think there was a couple things.
Wow, that coat.
Yeah. So Diane Wires actually runs some pretty awesome sales sometimes.
That coat looks crazy.
Oh,
This
check out the
is
stuff in the case.
This is all Art Nouveau, man. Look at that. That's really cool.
Look at the stuff.
Really cool. Stuff in.
the-
Oh yeah, stuff in the case. Yeah. So there's a piece of turquoise jewelry in there that's worth a.
and there's also a lot of art.
Where did the case go? Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's top.
No, it's not. Like, shouldn't they put the case at the top? No, they don't.
Yeah. There it is. Yes.
That's it.
I basically was like, I would buy out that whole case. There's a lot of good stuff in there.
I would buy this entire case. Yeah, definitely.
Wow. Oh, those bead purses are nice.
This is Navajo. Here,
That pricing seems reasonable.
Mhm.
very reasonable. The Tiffany Sterling like
Can
tray.
I try to solve
30
this? Oh shit. Well, fuck.
I don't know what brand of watch that is, but it looks high end.
Yeah, what is that? What is that necklace?
This?
Oh yeah, bracelet.
You know what it looks like to me? Some kind of antler.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Or it's some kind of shell. Some kind of shell that's been ground down.
So what I thought was interesting is they don't have a price visible on that, and everything else does.
Yes. It's weird how some of that stuff works. So with these sales, she has no list. You know? So you could be the first in to get all of this stuff. Just walk in and say, I want everything in this case. That's basically what I was planning on doing. This is $40, dude. That's at least an ounce or two of sterling. It's a cool little sterling case. So these bags used to be really in fashion. Hello. Okay, I'm still there.
Yeah, no, we're just ignoring you.
Okay. Well, that's why I like to have you here with me. So, yeah. So I would buy out. You're right, Jacob. I'd buy out. Well, I don't want to say right because I don't like to say things like that. But yeah, I want to buy that.
Yeah, I think you could easily buy out that case and not get hurt.
Oh, you would do well. You would definitely do well. These are Eames chairs.
That's too expensive
On my
for that
legendary
condition.
orange vest.
Yeah, they're beat the shit.
That's like I'd maybe pay $200 in that
How many
condition.
people can use it in our raid group Death Knight?
I mean, they go after stuff here that doesn't make sense sometimes. They really do.
That coat is like a 1940s or 50s.
No, this is my
Coat.
best in slot legendary.
Looks like crepe, like rayon or.
Creped rayon. It looks like It looks like a.
Oh, my inventory is full.
I'm just telling you what people like.
Okay, no,
No, you're not.
sorry.
Tell me what people like.
40s and 50s coats.
I like this. This strikes me for some reason. I really like this painting. It's old as fuck.
Make it a jizz painting.
Where?
Fully clothed.
Oh, sorry, I got excited.
Fully clothed. If you run an estate sale company, why can't you make a straight photo? By the way, look at this. It's all
Because
fucking-
they run estate sales, they don't take photos, obviously.
Well, if you run estate sales, you should be able to take photos.
Interrupt, save your friends. Unless
Save
you
your
don't have
friend.
any.
Save your friends, especially when you're estate sailing.
Shave
Yeah,
your
I-
friends or sabotage them like I like to do. Okay, so this is maybe I was thinking about going really early and getting all that shit, but I might just go to the coast and go much money instead.
Wow, that whole bar cabinet is only $250.
Yep.
That's awesome. I don't know if it's a particular brand, but it is mid-century.
Yeah, I mean, I just can't. Furniture is
No, I don't like messing with it either, but it's cool.
it is cool. Hey, what do we got here? Is it that's
That's like
Ew.
90s.
1997-ish,
Hmm.
Is that a
97-ish? Butt Dodge. I don't know what it says. Is what? There's Incredibles stuff, and then like something from like the 1950s over here. Oh, look, crap. Hey, does everybody on the internet want to see garbage? There it is. It's right there.
stuff not to buy?
Stuff that you should definitely not buy. Also, if I had if I had $2 for every projector like this I ever saw, I would probably have $400,000 in the bank. I mean, God, man, things are everywhere. Nobody wants to touch them with a 10-foot pole.
They have vintage action figures like Ghostbusters and
Where? Who?
Ninja Turtles.
This
The one with the bin.
Oh, the
I
Ninja
see one of the
Turtles are
Egon.
they're worth nothing. They have no value anymore unless they're in the
Oh, that's
package.
Kathy's.
Kathy's what?
I think that one's at Kathy's.
Yeah. I'll go
Some
back
of
in a
the
second.
Ghostbuster ones are still worth money, but
Yeah,
it looks
definitely.
like he's broken.
There's like psychotic gone over here.
Hmm.
And then
I had all of those when I was growing up.
There's a He-Man. He-Man's are
hmm
He-Mans. He-Man. I don't know. There's a bunch of crappy toys in here. That's great. Awesome. That's a cool table.
No,
Shush. I like the chairs. Don't tell me.
no.
I like the chairs. I like the.
Sorry about your taste.
Sorry, no. This one's in McVinville, so that's not gonna happen. Aces. I like Aces. So we had a discussion earlier because we talked about this Aces sale, and the symbol. Here's the Escher, dude. The dude.
So, as a quick summary, drop the
Yes,
green shit that you poop away from
Mhm.
other people.
Yep.
Share the touch.
Mr.
Yeah.
Are you there,
How
Mr.
much
J?
is that worth?
Well, I mean, he's only
know,
seen it
man. Is it real?
Alpha.
Is the question.
Yeah.
on Alpha. This fight is nothing.
The frame
like
looks
this.
like nothing special, but that doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean anything.
No,
Nothing.
that's
Yeah.
true.
What are they asking for? $18?
Oh shit,
That's
I
probably-
get it for no reason, like just to keep it.
Yeah. Exactly. So we'll see if
If it's a print, it's probably worth
23.
50. Yeah.
The shoes all look like junk, by the way. I'm looking at the pictures. Like none of the shoes are worth buying.
I
At
didn't
least not from what I can see.
I didn't text to get on this list, so I don't know. Jacob, will you go buy that for me tomorrow instead of doing something else that you want to do?
Instead of doing what you want to do.
Yeah, could you do that for me, please?
Why? I'd love to. Oh, the
Awesome.
PXL? I
Go
mean,
ahead.
if those pennies are still there, I'll get them. I like pennies.
I'd like to read the sale details of this next one as I'm going to Infinity. This Portland couple, what a life. Hundreds of playbills, books, mid-century sci-fi paperbacks, technology in the early years, novel, textbook, gardening, bike riding, coin collecting, practical clothes. REI Campling with an L gear. Red
Gambling.
Eddie
Not
Bauer.
to be confused with camping.
Totally different.
Did you advertise J. Jill for real? Columbia
Boss.
J. Jill Carhartt.
I mean, plus size J. Jill sells for really good money.
Ugh. I like these little reels in the boxes. Ugh. I get bored, and when I get bored, I'm not good at stuff anymore. I love this rug. It's like a reproduction of an older rug, I think.
That looks grody as hell.
Oh my god, I hate your taste.
I'm just saying it looks like somebody might have died on it at some point. That's all I'm saying.
I think there was actually a body outline.
Yeah, it definitely looked like blood seeped into it.
It was your blood after I murdered you for talking shit about my rug.
Your rug.
It's my future rug that I murdered you on.
Emotionally attached.
You threatened to kill like 4 people on this show.
There's only been 2 people on the show. How could I threaten to kill more?
No, you were gonna kill some estate sale person that you met.
I'm
I'm sure there was at least 2 more, but I stopped listening.
He's
Okay, I'm
found
on
me
a-
times.
I like the potential.
Wait, what is that face?
I don't know, dude. It looks cool as fuck, though.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, if you want like your
Oh,
art
yeah.
to look.
Okay, wait. What are you typing in right now to try to find that?
Ooh. I like those Christmas ornaments too. Those are really cool.
I heard your private eye fingers tapping.
No, I'm actually working.
Yeah,
Oh.
Oh.
I could technically do some work right now, but I'm technically not going to do that.
I'm working at a very slow pace.
I am too. I'm figuring out whether I'm going to go mushroom hunting tomorrow or go try to make money.
What is that? What are those faces?
These are old, dude. Right? These
Are those makeup brushes?
Those are old.
These are boots. Don't you think these boots look really old?
Yes, they do, but I'm more interested in the makeup brushes.
I don't know where that is.
They were literally right next to the boots.
Those boots are like 20s or
I don't
30s.
see any makeup brushes. What
I don't know what they are. There's another bigger picture if you go back.
Don't go back. Torment her.
See, yeah,
Where to put your hats on? They're hat holders.
they're very small, but those could be worth good money.
Probably they're cutie.
And they're really cool. I would buy the shit out of those
Those are
if
kind
they
of
were cheap.
What is cheap to you? I don't understand what's cheap to Kayla.
I mean, if it's less than like $10,
Oh, that's cheap to you?
I would buy it just for Snicks
For snips and whistles?
because I can afford to lose $10 on something.
Christmas tree. Did you see the ceramic light up Christmas tree? Those things are crazy. Do you guys
Yeah.
know about ceramic light up Christmas trees? Jacob, do you know about these?
I have like 5 of them.
What?
I have like 5 of them that are mine. Like I keep them.
Do you know how much some of these go for?
I paid up for a few of mine.
Holy flogging flicking flappers.
I paid like $65 for one that's for me, that's all white, and it plays Let It Snow or something. I don't know. It plays some Christmas song, I forget.
These are the ones that my cousin picked up one of these at Goodwill for like $3.99 or something. It's
Yeah,
like,
you really want like the spiky ones. Those go for a good amount of money. If you can ever find a pink one, those go for a lot of money.
never think that this was worth anything. It just looks like a hot piece of turd.
I have a bunch of them. I love them. I think they're really cool.
Wait a second. That you personally collect?
Yeah.
Got you. Okay.
If I can find them cheap enough, I'll keep them for myself. But I do pay up for them if I find a really cool one because I do vintage Christmas.
And there's like a wooden beam in the background.
That shape is collectible. That's why that one went for so much money because most of them are more squat shaped. But since that's like a tall, skinny one, and it has the base, it's very hard to find them with the actual base that goes with it.
Cool. It's very Whoville. It's very Whoville.
But you
This
see,
one
like
is-
all those ones that went for a lot of money are like, well, not all of them. A lot of them are that more skinny type, just because those are more
I bet you
unique.
sit out to all your
Yeah,
students.
the higher price ones are definitely. Oh, I like this. These pictures are okay. Three. There's the base, which is
Quite
also
fond of it now, aren't you, Corey?
your butt.
Oh,
They're a nightmare to ship.
I can
Oh
imagine.
god, dude, it looks like they got to be extremely heavy.
They're very heavy and they're very delicate.
That's
So
not
I
a
would
good
never
combination.
buy one to flip unless I was going to flip it locally.
Yeah. Whoa, this one follows your little tall wiener like formula.
No.
God.
That's the weirdest. I mean, if anything, it's like a butt plug. Like,
Wiener?
let's be honest.
Maybe one animal has a pine cone.
Why are you
wiener.
talking about butt plugs?
Doesn't that tree look like a butt plug?
If you want a bloody anus?
Well, some people do.
Oh my
I'm not
I'm
judging. Look at my husband
love-
pretending to be like a prude all of a sudden.
You're not allowed to talk to these people anymore.
He had a completely different tone when it was jizz art.
Thank you. We-
Right?
All about that.
Oh, see, this one's really interesting because it's 2 pieces.
Awesome. Yeah, it's technically 3 pieces.
Well, yeah, but the tree part is 2 pieces. I've never seen that before.
The way that the way it's molded on the ends is really cool with the wisping.
It like swoops up. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. That is a really cool piece.
What are we talking about? Millions?
That is a really cool piece. I found one of these today, but they wanted $94 for it.
What are we talking about? What did we do?
No, thank you.
That wasn't gonna
Those
work.
things?
Oh,
But
came across the ceramic,
Oh.
but they wanted 90.
Yeah.
2,976 sold for those
Oh.
keywords.
Actually, wholesome memes.
I mean, that is huge, right? Look
As
at
you
that
can see, the
sale
white
price.
ones are really popular.
All
The
right.
ones
Yeah,
with
it
the
seems
snow
like-
on the end are really popular.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, these are crazy. Some of them are really cool. I like this one. A little snow on the end. I'm not going to buy one of these, though. I mean, if I could do this instead of having an actual Christmas tree, it would make me really happy. My wife thinks
It's
cutting
not too
down
bad of a
Christmas
fight,
trees
right,
is
Michael?
cool.
When you get downstairs, really, the
If you
biggest
type in, if you
killer
add
is
pink
the
to your
tornadoes.
search and you see
They
the
hurt
pink
a
ones that
lot.
are for sale that went for a couple $100, they're really pretty. I want one.
Yeah,
Okay.
really cute.
Wanna do time?
We are definitely gonna keep our eyes out for that. I feel like I've probably overlooked one or two of those in my day.
Oh, that one's cool. The white with the pink.
Mhm.
That one's $20. What's going on there?
Well, that's a
don't
white
know.
tree with pink lights.
Yeah.
You have to sort it by the highest.
Too as well. It's not people. I think people want the old ones. You know?
Yeah. The second highest sold is like pearlescent pink.
Is there a brand? Is there a manufacturer associated with the some kind of?
See, that one is either painted or new.
I just painted pink and
This one? Oh, I see what you're saying. It's painted or new because they didn't have pink.
Yeah.
It wasn't an option.
But there was one that sold for $127. That one right there.
Yeah.
If you look at the picture in the natural light, it has like frosted pink edges. It's really cool. I like that one.
Kind of. Oh yeah, that is really cool.
Hmm.
That is really cool. It looks like they did that too.
Most of them were made by families, by just people. They weren't mass produced.
You got it. They were
So
like
they were made with kits and
Hmm.
painted at home, and so a lot of the times they look kind of janky, and if you look on the bottom it'll say like made by grandma 1974 or whatever.
No, I like shit made by. This one is
That's sick.
awesome. It's perloid.
Oh, whoa!
Wow.
I
that
like
is
that.
crazy. I wish they had lights on it so you could really see it.
It
That
does
one's
it has little white lights.
Yeah, I see that, but they're not lit up. I want to see
They're
it,
not it's not lit up.
but it's cracked. See that?
Yeah, a lot of them are. I mean, if you're just displaying it, it's not usually that noticeable.
Yeah, it looks like it's on the bottom side. I mean, it's weird that I actually like this.
A lot of them are made by Atlantic Mold Company. That was one that did a lot of the ceramic Christmas stuff.
Yeah,
I
they're
can't
just
think of
pre-made, so you would order like the blank and then paint it. Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's sick too. Oh yeah, so my cousin sold one with the birds on it for like several $100s, but they were multicolored birds. But I like the single colored.
You
bird.
can buy the lights, the little plastic parts for like pennies.
Okay, so the birds don't. Oh yeah, here they are.
Yeah, you can buy like 100 for $5. Yeah. I did that because the ones I found didn't have lights on them, so I just bought a bunch of random ones.
Put a bird on it. We're actually sitting here talking about stupid ceramic Christmas trees right now.
Hey, they go for money. I bet that's a bolo for somebody. Somebody didn't know about that.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at this one. It looks like a sea urchin.
Ooh,
so
I
much fun.
like that.
$20
That looks
probably.
newer.
Yeah, it's all macrame.
Oh no, I don't like it up close. It actually makes me
It
makes me
want to
uncomfortable.
buy it. It makes me uncomfortable. Makeup. How were your? It looks like your sales were good when you were gone. Is that?
Oh my God, dude.
What's up?
Yeah, crazy. I did like.
Whenever I go on vacation, I get a sales boost. I think that nobody knows how eBay works. Nobody, not even anybody at eBay, actually knows how eBay works. I think it's a giant mystery to everybody in the entire world.
My sales were better while I was on vacation than they were when I came home.
Whenever I go on vacation, it seems that way because I'm not like doing all the other work I'm doing. And I'm getting like $300 or $400 sales days, so maybe sometimes it seems like
run away from the boss. So
it is, but I was in Mexico for 2 weeks on my wife's. My wife turned 40 this year, and we went to Mexico, and we were there for like 10 days or so in like May. And the first 2 days I sold, it was weird. It was like very slow, and then the next 3 days I had $1,000 back-to-back days. And I was really worried about leaving, and, and I was like, "Oh, just paid for the trip." Cool.
I love that.
I didn't know about anything. That was crazy. But I had never had like $1,000 days before.
He was
I
consumed.
haven't had $1,000 day in a while.
Or question?
It was really weird.
Oh,
May
is
is
it?
usually not the best month. So I don't know what to chalk that up to, really.
Random.
It can't be completely random. I don't believe in full randomness.
Did you extend your handling time? Both of you. What did you guys do when you went on vacation?
I did like 10-day handling time or something,
Yeah.
whatever the maximum is. I just put like the most ridiculous handling time, and then what I do is, even if my handling time is long. So what I found out at eBay Open is that 90% of my orders reach customers within 3 business days of their initial order. So, and 50% reached customers within 2 days. So that's huge. Those are huge numbers. So if they're previous customers, and I don't know, and I may have certain expectations. So anytime an order comes in and I'm on vacation, I still email them and say, "Hey, I'm on vacation. I'll be,
Mhm.
I set my storts on the vacation settings, and anytime someone sent an offer, I let them know that I was on vacation. I didn't have any people complain.
I haven't either. I didn't have anybody complain. I don't think like
the shitty thing though. Okay, so I sold stuff on Amazon. Okay, so rarely do I don't sell a lot on Amazon. The day I left, 3 things sold on Amazon.
Yep.
Merchant fulfilled?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. So what did you do?
Well, I just had to wait until I contacted all of them and I said, hey, I'm going to be out of town. I'll be back on this day. I'll ship it out. It'll ship out this day. If you have any, if that doesn't work for you, let me know. Otherwise, everything will stay the same and I'll ship out on this day.
And they were fine.
Yeah, everyone was fine with it. I didn't have, which I was actually kind of surprised. Except Amazon sent me a thing saying, well, they didn't send me a thing, but on my account info, it says your account's at risk because you blew it.
Everyone's constantly at risk on Amazon. I don't know if no, it's true. It's hard to stay. Amazon's warehouse deals, their own website has 85% positive feedback. The Amazon customer is a dick.
I entirely agree.
The same customer will buy something on Amazon and eBay and have completely different expectations.
I had a guy lecture me on what a new item was and how that the way that I had categorized a piece of software that I was selling was not accurate to Amazon's he copy pasted Amazon's definition and messaged me. And he was like, I'm not trying to be a brat or anything, but I just thought you should know.
Sounds like a competitor trying to buy something to flip.
Very well could be.
I think that people just buy things on Amazon so I was telling you, like 5 in 100 orders, like 5 in 100 FBA orders are fraudulent.
Yeah.
Meaning, in the return, so either pieces are missing or a different item is returned or nothing is ever returned or something like that. But way more is fraudulent because what happens is the biggest fraud that happens on Amazon specifically is what people will do is they order the same thing from 10 different websites to get it as fast as possible. They're like, oh, I'll order it from here, here, and here. I don't care because there's free returns. Whatever one comes fastest, they get. And then what they do is if yours comes last, they mark yours defective and they send it back. And then because they marked it defective, Amazon doesn't charge them return shipping. You pay.
It was for me too.
I can't imagine being a type of person who does that.
Other folders and stuff.
I had two people send me a return request on eBay this last week saying that the item was defective, and one had the item up until for 29 days. Right, they're right at the cusp of the 30-day return policy that I have, and they're like, yeah, it doesn't work. I got this to replace my unit, but it doesn't work. And it's like the shipping, it's not justified in me returning it, so I'm just like, whatever.
Well, that's probably what they were hoping for.
Yeah, and I know it sucks, but
that's a huge part of.
And it's something I tested. So I knew that it was working properly.
Absolutely. And you know that you don't sell junk.
Well, not all the time.
No, you sell things that work. And if it doesn't, you
In
don't.
that case, I would make them return it regardless, even if it cost me $2-3 to get it back to me.
What if it costs you $15?
Well, I mean, am I selling something that's not worth anything but costs $15 to ship?
I mean, okay.
I would hope not.
I know, but so there's you have to cut your losses at some point where you're like, okay, well, let's say it was an item that was in stock for a while. You paid 15, you sold it for 45. It cost you $15 to ship it. They get it. It's going to cost you 15 to ship it back.
Yes.
And you're like,
Sometimes, yeah.
You just cut your losses because you don't even want to see
Well,
that item again ever in your life.
Sometimes I would rather spite them.
No, I was tempted to because it happened.
Not always. It depends.
And this person had 5 feedback.
It's
5
always a
transactions.
person with 5 feedback, dude. It's always that. You know, you can block buyers who have less than 10 feedback.
I
No, you
know,
can't.
but I get a lot of transactions
That's
from
fine.
new people to eBay. You know,
Bullshit, you can't. There's a setting where you can.
Show
Okay.
me.
you can block, you can
I
restrict
can use
users
You
that
can restrict people that have negative strikes against their account, but I've never seen a place that you can make it so. I would love to know. I mean, if I'm wrong, great. I would never do that because some of my best customers are 0 feedback buyers.
Yes, exactly. I sell
Very
a lot of stuff to noobs.
I
And
do
typically
too,
they're
but it
very
seems like
if they're not,
selecting buyer requirements are currently winning or buzz block buyers on users. Maybe they took that feature away.
I
You
don't think
used
it's
to be
there
able-
anymore.
be able
Because
to-
I've
I'm not
fought
gonna-
with people on Facebook about this who have said, you can block people with 0 feedback. And I tell them, why would you do that?
I don't
Because
have
no,
that.
and I don't
I
mean
really-
you would, but I just in general, I don't think it's a good idea because everybody fucking starts somewhere, and there's just as likely a fucking piece of shit has an account with 40 feedback as a piece of shit has an account with 4 feedback.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've gotten scammed by people who have thousands of feedback. So, been totally scammed. So, like, my cousin got scammed the other day. It was hilarious. Like, the guy got. It was you know, so people with high feedback who are scumbags will scam people with low feedback too. It happens both directions. So he had FedEx professionally package this little like thin amplifier, about a $400 amp, and I mean it was in a huge box. I mean he showed me pictures of it.
someone do see
Huge
it?
box. You would have to hit it with an anvil to break the thing. And when the guy got it, the box was in mint perfect condition. There was nothing wrong with the box. But he showed it, and like the whole side of it was like smashed in, but it was totally encased in styrofoam, like 4 or 5 inches. And the guy was like, basically like, yeah, if you give me like $75 back, we'll just like call it even.
Oh, hell no.
bro.
Hell to the no.
Turn back the one that was fucked up. That was his. This is one part of like selling like Get Past is that how do you prove what you actually sent out?
No, exactly.
You can't. So
You just have to try to format your listing to be as
it needs to be vague.
provide all the crucial information and take as many photos as possible so that if there is any
That's why I don't like detail that's why I don't like structured data, because it's very easy to make mistakes that customers can exploit that are in structured data.
Mhm.
Because you're using other listings. The other thing is I don't remember. Sorry.
Awesome.
I don't remember. Oh, so yeah, don't use detailed descriptions because that's extra they can use against you if there's a case.
I basically say like kind of the generic things like item has wear from use, or there's a scuff on this part or this area, or if it's a book, it has,
Yeah, I don't go anywhere near that. I'm like, the condition is as described by the images, the images will act as descriptions.
And that, I
So-
mean, yeah, I think generally it gets the job done. Obviously, it's working for you, and it works for a lot of people.
Yeah, well, today somebody was like, they got a pair of combat boots, and they're like, you listed these as wide in the item description or whatever, and it's not in the item specifics, it's not in the title, and it's not in the description.
So they just fabricated that.
Absolutely, people lie all the time.
I've had someone do that. I've had someone send me like just a foul message, like, give me my money back, you scammed me, and I was like, I didn't even sell anything to you. Like, there's no transaction between us. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, that was someone else. But hey, can I buy this thing you have?
Yeah. There was a guy who got I had a very rare Nintendo, like a Game Boy display that was in the store. Actually came out of the bins. I mean, they were just really, really rare and really expensive. And it was one of the most expensive items I'd sold at that point. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. It sold for like it sold at auction for like $600 or $700, a lot. The guy got it and he's like, it's very clear that there was no. It just used a light bulb, like the smaller ones that you would like put in like the old Christmas lights to light up the display. But I took pictures and showed that it wasn't like that. And he's like, well, it says in the item specifics that it's working. And it's like, well, it works, but you need a light bulb. Because as you can see in the pictures that there is no light bulb, and if there is no light bulb, then you cannot turn it on, but that doesn't mean it does not work. That's like saying like, oh, I ordered a working condition Walkman. It didn't come with batteries, so that's not working condition.
I've had I've had someone complain.
Oh, me too.
Same thing.
Yeah. I started including batteries. Okay, people would get stuff on. So Walkmans used to be pretty good on Amazon, but I don't sell them on there anymore because the churn is just ridiculous. So people would get them and be like, this does not work. I try to play the tape and it doesn't work. Like, did you put batteries in it? It uses batteries? What the fuck?
It runs on Goodwill.
It runs on Goodwill Hunting.
Oh, I had someone on Amazon complain that a cassette player was defective. Granted, I should have made sure that the setting was right, but there's a speed adjustment setting on, I think, most cassette players, and it was like set to a slower setting. So he's like, it sounds weird, it's broken.
Oh yeah, those are funny. Yeah, it's on the slow motion.
Yeah. So I got it back, and I just looked at this thing, and I was like, oh, let me, and it was adjusted it to normal.
Yeah.
People don't get like a perfectly, like, they can't figure out how to do something.
Dude,
It needs to be ready for them to play, which I can understand to some extent.
I know, but like some return. I mean, you're gonna get returns, and I don't like bitching. I like talking about the positive things, but
Yeah.
returns are definitely one of the hardest things to deal with in this business.
That and accidentally buying something that has a hole.
No.
You got a little fucky hole there.
And it is a St. John Santana knit, like $300 blazer.
Oh.
Oh no! At least it's like on the back, like right there, though, right?
I'm gonna sell it anyway.
Of
Can you
course.
put, like, can you get
Some
like
fucking-
dental floss?
Some
Some
fancy
dental
shit.
floss?
Some bitch will fix it.
Dental floss. Damn it! I was gonna say get some dental floss and a fish hook and fix it. That's what I would do.
Oh well, it's now like a $60 blazer instead of a $300 blazer.
What did you pay for it?
You'll accept $40 for that.
I will, because I paid like $6 for it.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
I
mean,
will pretty much take whatever offer I get for it, because
Considering
considering what?
god damn it.
the whole.
I did send in my first shipment to the Real Real this week.
Oh yeah, tell me about that. Cause I saw that like they do some weird verification and they sell like higher end stuff, right?
They sell high-end stuff. They're consignment.
Really,
I
the
believe
biggest
you
store
get
in
between
Marketplace
50 to
is
80%
the
of
Annihilate.
what they sell it for.
Okay. 60 to 80%.
50 to 80.
They have to be stolen. no matter
You
what.
get 50 to 80%. But these are all things that generally will sell for hundreds of dollars. They have a better market for those type of items than I typically do. Like I had a really nice Burberry motorcycle jacket that was it's probably worth like $400 or $500, but it just sat in my store. Like
Yeah.
I just don't have the audience for that.
Yeah.
It's weird how that works.
I mean, it's funny how things work too. So that Porsche jacket that I don't know if you saw that on.
Dude, I did see. I saw it.
Sweat it.
So I had that listed for $199.99 for like 3 months. I changed it to $299.99 about 2 weeks ago, and then it sold like 2 days ago or something.
What the hell?
The fuck?
So
And
the
I
good thing is, if they price these things and I go, oh no, I think it's worth more than that, I'll just take my own chances. I can always recall the item back to me. So I don't have to let it sell for what they. But everything that I sent to them is stuff that I got for really good pricing. I did spend like $50 on that Burberry jacket. So if they price it at like $75, I'm gonna say no thanks. I'll just hold on to it.
Right.
But everything else I paid like $5, $7, $10. So
what is there? Do they have is it just apparel?
it's like watches, shoes. It is men's and kids also.
Okay, I like that. So watches, shoes, so used and new.
Bags.
I have a bunch of handbags. I think I want to send to a place like that.
You should. They don't take vintage. They don't want anything to do with vintage stuff. They'll just send it back to you. It has to be somewhat current.
Okay.
So it doesn't have to be this season, but I think it has to be within like the last 5 years or so.
Okay.
But, you know, it's free to send stuff in. They send it back to you if they won't take it.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, do they give you a shipping label or you have to pay for it?
They give you a shipping label.
What?
Yep. And then they ship it back to you for free, and then they ship it back to you in these really nice like dust bags.
So you can have your stuff dust bagged for free?
For free.
Loophole.
I'm sending everything to them.
So there's someone that I follow on Instagram. Her name is Pug Mug Vintage. And she finds a lot of really good stuff. I think she lives in like New York or something. And she finds a lot and sends in dozens of pieces to the Real Real every month and makes like a couple $1,000s a month from it.
You don't even have to fuck with that shit anymore.
So it's nice because you know how people, like I had these Tory Burch riding boots, leather riding boots on my Poshmark store. And they had like 30 likes. And I had people like, would you take 30? Would you take 40? And I'm like, no, these are like $120 boots. But nobody gave me an offer that was even remotely close. So I sent them into the Real Real. So we'll see.
See what happens. So that your first shipment into the Real Real went out today?
Like
What's
Wednesday,
really annoying,
Tuesday.
You know what's really annoying about the Real Real, which annoys me about internet sites? That you can't just look at it. You have to like sign up to even look.
Yeah. It's free to sign up. Like they do call you. They're very customer service oriented. So I sent in my first shipment and they called me the next day and said, hey, we saw you sent in your shipment. We can't wait to get it. You know, do you have any questions? Do you need any advice on the website on how to work it? Or just like,
Oh, but they're on that Louis Vuitton.
oh, they are a high-end site, and their customer service reflects that.
It's just that they hit harder and knock you back.
So then they take all the photos, they do all the pricing.
They do everything. So you can see, like, this is their, I'll put it in the chat room, but
Biggest killer.
That's their
is
designer list. That's what
Armageddon's
they'll
not
take.
being soaked,
Anyone
and,
on that
not
list,
paying
as long as
attention
it's
when
somewhat
the
current.
orcs drop in the corners.
Dude, they get top dollar.
We'll be calling those out. Though.
They do.
So,
Woo! That's on
They even
fire.
take Birkenstocks.
What? That's a high-end brand. Wow. It's gonna
They're
be,
probably very picky about the
they
ones
only
they
have
take.
7
though.
pages of
Oh,
Nike.
wow,
I don't need to reflash after that long next time.
they got a healthy list.
They don't have
Yeah.
a lot of they don't have a lot of garbage either. Like, it's very concise. There's 7 pages of Nike. There's not 700 pages of Nike.
No, because they won't take everything.
Well,
And you'll even see next to some of the brands, there's a little info button, and it says select pieces must be from the last
Owned by the
5
king.
years.
there's an $11,000 Audemars Piguet watch. Oy, Roma.
Check.
I've been looking for a Patek Philippe for a while. That's a really nice one. Some Cartier. Oh, they're rocking the Cartier. I wonder if they do any perfume.
I don't think so.
What's the brand?
The brand? Oh, they absolutely do. They do perfume.
But like I have a couple pieces here that I was gonna list on eBay, and I think I'm actually just gonna send them right into the Real Real. Like a Burberry sweater and a Dries Van Noten silk shirt. I'm
Yeah.
gonna send both of those in.
Octa's down.
I,
Arrows.
Chanel stuff that
Oh, and they authenticate for you.
well, that's sick.
So if they have anything, and when they send it back to you, if they think it's not authentic, they just say,
Mhm.
"We were not able to authenticate this item at this time."
Yeah, I mean, so these scarves, like they're Chanel, like there's definitely some vintage in here, definitely.
They might be very picky about it.
Yeah, so the average price that you're getting on eBay is about $122 probably for some of these Chanel scarves. Their average price is like $270. It's like double.
And then you get 50 to
Wow.
80% of that.
Yeah.
And you have to do no work. And there's no the only thing is if a customer returns something, they take the money back.
Ooh.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's gonna happen, especially with luxury stuff.
Yeah. So you do have I think it's a 30-day period
Where the money's held.
where the money's like on hold basically.
I don't
But
like
I'm not thrilled with that either, but when you've got this really high-end stuff that you can't move or
Yeah.
that people want to pay $30 for, I'm like, I know it's worth more than that. So
No, I think it's good.
I figured I'll try it, and if they accept some of my items, I'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I like the idea. It's all about market velocity when it comes down to it. Okay, so yeah, Hermes scarves. Wow.
And you have high-end stuff that if you want to sell it on Poshmark or on eBay, then you run the risk of someone saying it's fake, right? And then trying to send back a fake item or something like that. Here, that risk is removed from you.
Got it, because it's been verified.
It's been
So
verified.
Must be a serious problem if this website is there to combat it.
Oh, fakes are a huge problem.
Yeah, especially when, I guess Chanel. I see so many fake Chanel things. God.
And
Chanel
fakes
is-
just get better and better.
Yeah. Yep.
Also, this is just a great website, like when you have time to like
Oh my gosh.
peruse.
I mean,
Because you will learn so many brands.
stuff I would. Yeah, like in order to discover the high end brands, this is awesome for that.
Yep.
Valentino stuff. Oh my God, look at those. Albus Lumen, Alchemia de Ballin, Anna Sui, Antipodium, Brockenbow. I've never heard of any of these. Erdem.
Oh, and I have the other day at the store, I found a very good fake Moncler jacket.
I don't even know what that brand is.
It's like a ski brand, like Moncler, Moncler.
CLER.
Crazy high end, super nice.
There's also holy shit,
And I
dude!
was-
This shit is on fire. A pair of Moncler sandals, like shitty sandals, is
Much
125
better.
bucks.
Yeah, their puffy jackets
I
are
got
like
the first
$200,
one.
$300, $400, $500.
Sick though. The hoodie.
I feel like with that you could just look at it and tell it's high end. You don't.
This felt amazing. Like it felt super high end, and then it was just the embroidery on the patch that I was like,
Yeah.
I think it would be cleaner, so I left it.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you never know.
I was
You know,
tempted to
sometimes you
for
gotta send
$6. I
the
was
real.
tempted to buy it and send it in anyway.
The real. Anyway, it's real. Folks.
It's been real.
It's been real, yes.
I think that I might take the day off like you.
Skull.
You should.
Jake.
When I say take the day off, I mean I'm going to be at home working. I'm just not going to be out hunting.
Well, yeah. I
No,
mean, do we ever actually take days
I got
off?
pause.
No, I don't ever remember taking a day. I don't remember taking a day off in the last 2 years, but I did.
Well, I was
not-
just on vacation.
I was answering
So
emails.
yes.
You're always kind of working in some capacity, right?
Yeah, I was accepting offers. Communicating with. I was still looking at a state sales, even though
Finding
them.
jizz art.
I was looking at jizz art. Just normal stuff I do.
Like you do.
Awesome. Well, kids, lovely to contact both of you in cyberspace, and thanks for everybody who watched the show and is watching it now. But I am going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm sick of hearing myself talk after 2.5 hours. So lovely.
Bye.
Deep.
Would love to hear an update on the Real as it comes.
Make sure to
in.
grab that.
I will let you know.
All right. Good luck tomorrow, Jake.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Bye.